The following is a special presentation of the Westmoreland Sports Network.
One of the very best players in the entire country.
Aiden Duda, Mr. Electricity.
Amon with the carry, and he's in again for his second touchdown of the night. Dives for the pylon, and he's got it.
Touchdown, Norwood. Jackson Pond. Touchdown.
Westmoreland County High School football is on the air.
Martin breaks out of a tackle, stays on his feet, cuts to the inside, lunges, touchdown for Quint Martin. It is 13-3 BVA.
Coverage of the 2023 PIAA Class 3A Championship between Belle Vernon and Northwest Lehigh. Live from Cumberland Valley High School on the Westmoreland Sports Network is presented by C. Harper Auto Group in Belle Vernon. The best price, every time, all the time. By D'Annunzio's Italian Restaurant in Jeanette, Latrobe, and Monroeville. It's a family tradition. By Bowser Automotive. That's the power of Bowser. By Play It Again Sports in Greensburg. Stop in, gear up, go play. By Independence Health System. Expert care here. By the Collision Shop by Jason Mignon in Greensburg. Your one-stop shop for all things auto body repair. D-Bat Pittsburgh South. America's premier indoor baseball and softball training academy. Now open in the 412. By Sendell Volkswagen in Greensburg. We would love to meet you. By Westmoreland Drug and Alcohol Commission. Prevention is key. By Mike Camlin Hyundai of Greensburg. Experience the Mike Camlin advantage. By Al Gallardo, financial advisor, Lincoln Investment. Let Al help you achieve all your financial goals. By the Mike Reese Memorial Fund, advancing youth athletics from the ground up. By Smale Kia in Greensburg, reputation, value, experience. And by Seton Hill University. Are you ready to move forward?
Handoff goes to Boyd. He's undercut again. It's Moody. Two great plays in a row by Moody.
Now, the Westmoreland Sports Network takes you live to Cumberland Valley for today's C. Harper Auto pregame show. With Roger Downs, here's Sean Myers.
A state champion will be determined here today in Class 3A as the Belle Vernon area Leopards look to go back-to-back as PIAA champions. Their opponent, the undefeated Northwestern Lehigh Tigers. Sean Myers joined by Roger Downs here at Chapman Field, Cumberland Valley High School. Second year that this has been the venue for the state title games, Roger. The second consecutive year that the Leopards are here trying to claim gold and stake claim to being the best in the entire state in their classification of 3A. Really, the expectations for the Leopards were to be right here again. They captured the title last year in thrilling fashion. We were up here on the call. A goal line stand allowed them to edge Newman Goretti. They returned the vast majority of their team. What was such an incredible junior class are now seniors. So the thought was they would be back here again a year later. Not necessarily always plays out like that, but for the Leopards, they have taken care of business to get to this point. With a record of 12-1, their only loss came in the regular season non-conference against Thomas Jefferson. But since then, they have been perfect and really a very similar path that they had from a year ago. But if last year is any indication, this might be their toughest test in all of 2023.
Yeah, without a doubt, Sean. They have gone through this entire season with a target on their back, a lot of pressure upon the young men representing Belle Vernon Area School District. They are expected to be here. They are indeed here. But as you said just a few short seconds ago, the Northwestern Lehigh Tigers, undefeated, explosive, quick, athletic. This one should be a good one.
Northwestern Lehigh competing for state title for the first time in program history. We mentioned the Leopards won last year. That was their first ever PIAA title. Josh Snyder's done a terrific job, 12 years guiding this program. Matt Humbert, year number 10 on the Leopards side. But for Northwestern Lehigh, Roger, a very small senior class. That being said, all of the seniors big-time contributors, and they have some underclassmen who have proven to be special already.
Yeah, indeed, Sean. And the underclassmen, it's kind of much like the way Belle Vernon was last year. The underclassmen were highlighted by the Leopards last year. This year, as you say, the Tigers with that small senior class are going to rely on the underclassmen. Wouldn't be a bit surprised if they are here for the next year or two.
It has been a prolific offense for the Tigers, averaging better than 44 points per game. Now, once you get deeper into the playoffs, that becomes a little bit more difficult. And so last week in their victory against Wyomissing, 33 points. That's certainly below their season average, as was the prior week's victory against Scranton Prep when they prevailed 27-6. So typically they like to put a lot of points on the board. That is easier said than done against the Leopards. Belle Vernon has been suffocating defensively, just allowing 9.4 per game this season. And while Quentin Martin and crew get so much focus for what they do offensively, I think you can certainly argue that defensively the Leopards are even a little bit better.
No, indeed, Sean. And, you know, if you play a great defensive game, then your offense does not have to score a ton of points to ensure a victory at the end of the final horn. It's a kind of a cool, crisp afternoon here at Cumberland Valley. We got through that last tunnel on the turnpike, and it seemed as if we were in a completely different world. The temperature dropped, there was fog everywhere, but as I said, both schools well represented today by their fan bases. Where we parked today, just a huge multitude of Tiger fans out there tailgating. Belle Vernon, the same thing. And as I said a short time ago, this should be a good one. It's a good matchup on paper, but we have to see who's going to take care of the football.
I had an opportunity to talk to Matt Humbert, the head coach of the Belle Vernon Area Leopards. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we will hear from the 10th-year head man for BVA as we continue pregame coverage of the 3A State Championship, Belle Vernon Area and Northwestern Lehigh, right here on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
Did you know that you can view C. Harper's entire inventory of new and used cars with the touch of a button? Just download the C. Harper app from your favorite app store to get up-to-the-minute information from all our dealerships.
It's like having a C. Harper showroom in your pocket.
Plus, you can schedule service, get exclusive offers, and so much more.
Download the new C. Harper app today.
It's just that easy.
The Manor Valley Golf Course in Export is proud to announce the opening of their new banquet facility. It's perfect for sports banquets, Christmas parties, and weddings. This new facility can hold up to 180 people, so if you have an event coming up, Manor Valley Golf Course can host it. Golfers, they specialize in league play, fundraising outings, and have great membership rates. Give them a call at 724-744-4242 or online at manorvalleygc.com.
The Westmoreland Sports Network is available on social media. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram and like our page on Facebook for the latest Westmoreland County sports news, WSN broadcast links, scores, game stories, videos, pictures, and much, much more. Also be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for archived interviews and broadcast highlights. The Westmoreland Sports Network is available whenever and however you want it.
DBAT Pittsburgh South is America's premier indoor baseball and softball training academy, now open in the 412. What is DBAT Pittsburgh South? An 18,500 square foot state-of-the-art training facility with 4 dual Fungo Man pitching machines, 2 hit tracks, enabled cages, elite baseball and softball instruction, 50-plus camps and clinics, and a beautiful pro shop powered by Rawlings and Easton. DBAT Pittsburgh South in Bethel Park, owned by Seton Hill baseball alum John Bachman. Learn more at dbatpitsouth.com.
You're always on the winning team with Bowser Chevrolet of Monroeville and Bowser Chevrolet Chippewa. Visit BowserChevrolet.com 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and get the power of Bowser in your hands. With the new Chevy vehicles arriving weekly, reserve yours now at Bowser Chevrolet. See the full lineup of Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs at BowserChevrolet.com. Bowser Chevrolet, where the power of Bowser is yours.
Independence Health System Westmoreland area believes high-quality sports medicine isn't just for the pros. You don't have to be an elite athlete to access an impressive lineup of specialists whose care suits your individual lifestyle. Serving more than 5,000 student-athletes in Westmoreland County, you can be assured of getting first-string varsity care. They trust us, and so can you. The Center for Sports Medicine and Independence Health System Westmoreland area. Expert care here.
Just about set to get this one underway. Belle Vernon area and Northwestern Lehigh right here on the Westmoreland Sports Network. But first, I had an opportunity to talk to Matt Humbert, the head coach of the Belle Vernon area Leopards, about today's matchup. I appreciate Matt taking the time, not just this week, but for the last month plus, as I've talked to him just about every week for the Westmoreland Sports Network. Let's now hear from the head man for BVA. Here's Matt Humbert. 2, 1. Sean Myers of the Westmoreland Sports Network, now joined by Matt Humbert, the head coach of the Belle Vernon area Leopards, before the Class 3A state title game, as Belle Vernon looking to go back-to-back. It will not be easy, certainly going against Northwestern Lehigh, an undefeated team. But first, Matt, let's look at last week. An impressive victory in the state playoffs against Hickory, 42-16. It seemed like a lot went right for your team. What really stood out about that effort?
I think what stood out was us being able to kind of flex our muscle from an offensive line standpoint. There was no secret. We felt that was probably an area of us to attack because I think they're very talented skill-wise. Their secondary is just as good as any secondary we've seen all year. They had some good linebackers. So we felt, that we could maybe muscle ball a little bit, and we were able to do that, especially in the first half. So that was good. And then, just kind of gratifying seeing everybody, kind of like the Avonworth game, a big contribution kind of from everybody, a collaborative effort, a team win in every sense. So that was probably the other thing that kind of stood out to me.
Your team scored on the first offensive drive, and then you held that 7-0 lead after the first. But it seemed like the team really broke the game open in the second, in which you outscored Hickory 21-3, and really probably could have been even more as you had an opportunity in the waning seconds ultimately that went awry. But what did you see as the game went along, especially in that second quarter, that maybe tipped the scales?
We just, it's always a cat and mouse game every week. And, you're looking at your technology and trying to figure out what they're doing and how they're doing it. So sometimes it's a cat and mouse game. Sometimes it's just not clear cut where you're going to be able just to kind of go and execute what you want to execute. So after we did a little bit of adjusting some sites, we were able to kind of do what we wanted to do. We wanted to obviously try to get Q the ball in 50 different ways, and we were able to hit that one to him in the second half. That was a touchdown. And I think the best thing is, whenever we won our 2-minute offense, kind of like we did against Avonworth, we were pretty successful with that. But we got down to the goal line, and there were 6 seconds to go, and Braden called his number, and we weren't able to punch it in. So that was good for us to be able to execute. That's, I think, the third time we've had to use a 2-minute offense. And even though we didn't score that time, we did the prior 2 times. And at least we were able to drive it all the way down to 2.
So maybe aside from that, what do you want to work on and clean up from last week's game heading into this final game?
Yeah, and I feel like, every time I get that question, it's always the same thing. It's penalties. I mean, I think with Avonworth, we definitely probably left about 14 points out there. Last week, we probably left 7 or so out there. We had some drives that were stymied by penalties. Fortunate enough, though, we had probably 2 really long 3rd and long conversions that were huge. I believe on the first drive, and then in the 3rd quarter, we were able to successfully execute a 3rd and long play. So, that's the challenging thing. And it's a challenge because, it's not necessarily the personal foul aspect to the penalties. A lot of holding, a lot of snap infractions or false starts, those are the frustrating things, the focus-based things that you really try to remedy. But then, with the holding, when your kids are aggressively blocking out there on the perimeter, it's one of those things where it's tricky. And, we'll always see it that it wasn't a hold, but you don't really rest within that comfort. You got to work on it. And so we spent a little bit of time making sure that we're engaging and disengaging and trying to do everything we can to prevent penalties.
It seemed like at one point in the 3rd quarter, your team might be headed to a mercy rule, but that didn't happen in large part because of a kickoff return touchdown by Hickory. Yeah. Is that anything that you need to focus on in terms of the special teams coverage?
Always, every week. However, we felt that was probably the best kick cover that we've seen. We felt that they had the best kick cover and the best kick return. From film, we knew that their special team game was pretty potent. And when you say potent, you might think, well, what makes it the effort? Those kids have max effort running down there. They hit you running down there, especially on their kick cover team. So we knew coming in that they were going to be tough. We knew that we'd have to really make sure that we, had all hands on deck and all the focus and the attention with that, because we knew that they could return kicks because they've done it all year. So unfortunately, they were able to get a big splash play with that, but it's not something that we didn't take light.
Talking to Matt Humbert, the head coach of the Belle Vernon area Leopards before the state championship game against Northwestern Lehigh. Before we talk about Northwestern Lehigh specifically, getting back to a state title game, you obviously went through this last year, so you know exactly what to expect in terms of routine and the environment, things of that nature. How much does that help, and how much have you followed the plan that you set last year now in 2023?
Almost followed it to a T. And it's helped because this week is always such obviously it's a stressful week, but there's always so many things to do when it comes to the preparation of it, when it comes to all the things surrounding the game. And, sometimes it's annoying and it's a lot of extra work, but at the end of the day, you got to sit back and reflect and say, all of that extra work that comes along with it is well worth it, because you're in a position where you want to be and what you strive to be in. So you can't really complain about it. But I think the template that we had last year worked out really well, the logistics of it and everything. So we just duplicated that, and we're pretty much sticking to that script. And it helps, though. Because your kids already know what to expect. They already know what to expect from the long practice aspect of things. And they already know what it is to grind and practice in very cold weather. So we duplicated it, and we're following it to a T, and hopefully that will be helpful to us in the long run.
I think it's probably appropriate to say that this is going to be the toughest opponent that you play, at least at the 3A level this year. There's a reason why they're in the state championship game. Undefeated Northwestern Lehigh. When you pop on the film, what jumps out?
Line play. They're kind of a mix with what they do from a pro-eye standpoint, and a formation manipulation standpoint. I've said it before in the paper. They're kind of a mix between a Thomas Jefferson meets Penn Trafford meets Belle Vernon. And I think their offense is their key. That's how they go. They have strong line play, very fast linemen that can get off to the second level very quick. They're very disciplined, and with their pro-eye approach and attack, they have a really good screen game off of it as well. So, they do a really good job offensively with what they have. And like I said, their line is their key. They have a really good line. They might not be the biggest across the board, but they're fast and they're athletic. Defensively, they're just solid. They're very cohesive. They play well as a unit together. It's every team, you have different advantages and disadvantages that you see each week. And I think they're just solid all together as a collective. So I think they're similar into how they approach things and how we approach things. But, they got a really good offense that can score points. And even in that why missing game, they scored 2 late in the fourth quarter to propel them to victory. It was a pretty close game for the most part. And And with their approach, they're methodical in how they do things on offense, but then they have the ability, like I said, in screen game and whatnot, to take something 40, 50 yards and strike quick. So, you can see why they're 15-0, right? You can see why they are playing this game because they're just solid in every component.
I know I always hesitate to use stats at the high school level, especially on the defensive side, because there's some leeway in terms of what is credited. But based on their numbers, it looks like they really get after the quarterback. Is that one of their strengths, and how do you maybe try to negate that?
Their strengths are their 2-5 techniques. 77-55. They are very good football players. They're big, physical end rushers. And they allow linebacker play to do what linebacker play should do. They allow those kids to make plays. They allow those kids to, hit voids and hit gaps from a blitz game standpoint. So, I think all roads lead through their two defensive ends, and their two defensive ends can be disruptive, and it allows their linebacking core to be able to kind of benefit from that. Very similar to Avonworth. Avonworth had a front four that was very disruptive, and it allowed those linebackers to kind of do what they needed to do to prevent offenses from rolling. So it's an interesting game because you just see nods and notions of a lot of different teams throughout the years kind of embedded into this one team. So at the end of the day, we're going to have to be stout. We're going to have to get them off the field on third down, and we're going to have to prevent the splash plays, especially in the screen game, because they do a good job with it. And then offensively, we got to stick to our script of putting points on the board. So, it's a very big challenge, but such a huge opportunity as well. So just got to be ready to go and ready for a dogfight.
Whether it's Hershey, like in past years, or Cumberland Valley now for the second year, this is always a special moment. How do you make sure that the players are focused while also embracing it?
Well, I think that it's the same template and mode and the narrative and the rhetoric that you spiel from day one, and again, I get that question a lot, but it's no different from when we were playing Avonworth and Hines. And you might say, well, it's state championship. Yeah, but in terms of the atmosphere, the venue, the importance of the game, and a lot of those times when you hit the playoffs, I don't want to say the stress is more ratcheted up. If you don't win, you don't play anymore. There's no football next week, so at least we can kind of burn the boats and let it all hang out on Saturday because this is the finale. But you just stick to that script and that recipe, and you try to make everything consistent. You try to deviate a little bit, when there needs some deviation, because you don't want things being stale. You don't want things being monotonous, but then you almost take solace in that monotony because that's the routine. That's what's expected. That's what's required. And, it's just things that we've preached from day one. It's how we structure things. We don't really worry about it being too big. The kids do a really good job from a focus standpoint, and the coaches do a good job of prodding it and standing behind them and making sure that they do it. So, everything is ready to roll. It's just a matter of we got to go out and execute, and we got to get ready to, get an old school battle going, because that's what Saturday is going to be.
Lastly, win or lose, what are you most going to remember about this season and this team?
I think the biggest thing that I'll remember, about this group is the process orientations of how they've done everything. And what I mean by that is, in my mind, we're not perfect by any means. No one is. No program, collegiately, scholastically, professionally is. But I'd be hard pressed to see a group of kids and coaches that didn't follow the narrative and script as good as those kids have done in terms of all the things that we talk about, the nuances of football, the focus, the discipline, the energy. I think just looking back, I'll probably remember just how enjoyable they made, the Monday through Thursday component of the process, because they came ready to practice every day, hungry to practice. I take pride that our practices are extremely competitive. Even in week 15, sometimes you almost have to scale back a little bit because the kids are eager and extremely competitive in a skelly situational period and whatnot. So that's probably what will have a lasting approach on me, the process and how they attack the process.
Well, Matt, thank you so much for taking the time. I know we've been talking just about every week for about 2 months now, so yeah. I truly appreciate it, and good luck in this final game.
Thanks, guys. Hail Mighty Leopards.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
State Representative Mike Reese was a great advocate for the kids in our community. He felt athletics were a vital tool in raising healthy, happy kids. The Mike Reese Memorial Fund offers grants to local youth athletic organizations so that every kid has a chance to play. Funding is available for new equipment, registration fee offset, facility improvements, and more. Visit MikeReeseMemorialFund.com to apply.
For well-qualified buyers, must finance HMFO APR for 0%. Auto buyers qualify. Excludes HEV and PHEV models. Bonus cash available on select 2023 Hyundai Ioniq 5 and Ioniq 6 models. Offers end 11/30/23.
The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event is on now at Mike Camlin Hyundai. Drive the new 2024 Hyundai Tucson with 0% financing for 60 months. Or receive up to $7,500 bonus cash on select Hyundai models. MikeCamlinHyundai.com. All Mike Camlin Hyundais are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles on the Mike Camlin Advantage. Oil changes for life.
The Collision Shop by Jason Mignone is your one-stop shop for all things auto body repair. Our experienced technicians and state-of-the-art facilities have you covered on both passenger and heavy-duty vehicle repairs, including scratches, scrapes, and dents, free estimates, body repairs, welding, refinishing, glass replacement, and more. Our all-new alignment and calibration shop has the tooling, equipment, and staffing to ensure top-quality alignment and calibration adjustments for your vehicle. Our friendly office staff is more than happy to assist you through every step of your vehicle's repair process. Visit the Collision Shop by Jason.com for our complete list of services.
D'Annunzio's Italian Restaurants is open 7 days a week at all 3 of our locations, Jeanette, Monroeville, and Latrobe. We invite you to join us for our specials. Monday, the special is spaghetti. Tuesday, it's raviolis. Wednesday, it's lasagna. And Thursday, it's chicken parmesan or chicken romano. Be sure to try our drink specials and our fabulous desserts. And remember, we also have takeout available at all 3 locations.
Driving drunk doesn't just affect your own life. It endangers the lives of those riding with you, driving alongside you, walking on the sidewalk, and the friends and families of all of those people. Think before you drink.
It isn't easy to say no when a friend offers you drugs. But here's the thought. Next time somebody asks, you want to get high? What they're really saying is, you want to mess up. Drugs can make you mess up in school, in sports, in life.
Brought to you by the Westmoreland Drug and Alcohol Commission and the Council on Substance Abuse and Youth.
Why the 2023 Kia Sportage plug-in hybrid? It's roomy, it's fuel efficient, it's peppy. It comes with so many extra options. And right now at Smale Kia, get $500 off MSRP, plus a level 2 charging cord. So the real question is, why not? Get $500 off MSRP on any new Smale Kia and a level 2 charge cord with all 2023 Kia plug-in hybrids and EV models. And they come with Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty at Smale Kia.
Hi, Westmoreland sports fans. This is Al Gallardo, financial advisor with Lincoln Investment and longtime Westmoreland County resident. Whether it's a traditional or Roth IRA, 403B or 457 plan, mutual funds, ETFs, stocks, or bonds, I can help you navigate the markets and assist you in achieving all of your goals. Call me at 724-309-8337 or email me at agallardo@lincolninvestment.com and we'll get started together. Advisory services offered through Capital Analysts or Lincoln Investment, registered investment advisors. Securities offered through Lincoln Investment, broker-dealer, member FINRA, SIPC.
Have you or someone you know committed to play a sport at the next level? Let us know by emailing info@westmorelandsports.com so we can add you to our WSN College Commitment page. Our unique page features a list of current Westmoreland County student athletes that have made a verbal or written commitment to play a sport in college. No matter what sport at what level, our College Commitment page has you covered. Check it out next time you visit westmorelandsports.com.
Both teams set to make their way onto the field. 3A state gold on the line. Belle Vernon area playing as the road team. Northwestern Lehigh, the home team here at Chapman Field, Cumberland Valley High School. Sean Myers, Roger Downs. We appreciate Matt Humbert taking the time to talk.
We turn your attention to the scoreboard.
And
for a very special video.
At this moment, they're going to have a video introduction. So we'll turn it over for that.
Spins his way across the 5-yard line. Great second ever, and in for the touchdown.
And now, let's bring out the teams. They're representing District 7, a record of 12-1. Their head coach, Matt Humbert. Welcome, the Leopards of Belle Vernon High School. Their opponent, representing District 11, the record 15-0. Head coach Josh Snyder. Welcome, the Tigers from Northwestern Lehigh.
And so the Leopards on the field, the Tigers ready to make their way out as well. Belle Vernon wearing the white jerseys here, playing as the visitors, and the Tigers clad in the black. And Roger, if the Leopards have an advantage, certainly feel like that would be their familiarity with this atmosphere, the routine that comes with it. They were in this same game a year ago and prevailed, and we mentioned this is the first time ever in program history that the Tigers have been here.
Indeed, and we'll see how Northwestern Lehigh, the Tigers, as we look at them from our press box location here behind the Belle Vernon bench. They're nicknamed the Tigers, Sean, and for our listeners, they look a lot like North Allegheny Tigers with their color scheme.
Yeah, and NA will be playing here later tonight in the final of 6 games. This is the 5th out of 6 state championships, 2 on Thursday, 2 yesterday, and now the 3A followed by the 6A here today. Matt Humbert down on the sidelines. He said during the pregame interview, Roger, that they're basically staying status quo from a year ago. That seems like a wise decision based on the fact that they won. Now, had they come up short, maybe they change things up, but they came up here early yesterday, got their practice in this area, and they feel as though they're ready to go. When I interviewed him after the WPIAA championship, I said, of course, you know, there's some joy, but it seems like a very business-like approach, no major celebration. What would the mood have been like had they lost? He said they would have been devastated because the expectation all along is that they would get back here and win another state title. I would think that even today, if they come up short, it would be devastation.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes the expectations can be too much for anyone of any age, but, you know, these are high school student athletes trying to, you know, maintain a certain level of confidence and expertise, and we're just going to see how this one's going to play out. Right now, the captains will be meeting at the center of the field.
And one of the coolest things I think about state title games is that you oftentimes really have no idea how it's going to go because you have no comparison point.
No, not at all. No teams have they played in common, coming from various parts of the state. Now with Huddle nowadays, you can do a lot of scouting, doing a lot of work, putting in a lot of hours, but still, sometimes to replicate it in practice is difficult compared to the speed on game day.
And you chose to receive, is that correct?
For the Leopards, as we just heard, won the toss, they will receive.
Belle Vernon has chosen to receive and has won the toss. Good luck, gentlemen. Have a great game.
I will suspect we're going to have a national anthem, but
I would expect here at some point, I imagine, they have a protocol in place here at Cumberland Valley, the way they're going to do things in conjunction with all of the media that are here in terms of radio, television, internet, and the like.
We'd ask all military personnel.
it is now time for the national anthem here at Chapman Field, so we'll turn it over to the public address.
As we honor the United States of America with the Singing the Star-Spangled Banner, to be sung today by Ridley High School's Sarah Harris. Ladies and gentlemen, we present with pride and much gratitude our national anthem. Thank you, and may God bless America. And they wonder why Pennsylvania has the greatest football fans. Now we know.
Well, that was something, Roger.
Yes, indeed. Nicely done by the fans here in attendance at Chapman Field. Bit of a technical glitch with the microphone for our soloist for today's game.
Yeah, and I don't think that she realized.
No.
So she was singing, but the microphone was not on, not working, whatever. So her voice did not come across the speakers. No one could hear her. So after about, maybe 5 seconds, the fans realized.
Yeah, they did a very nice job, and kudos to all involved here today from the fan standpoint in the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
So we are just about set to get this one underway. It will be the Leopards going right to left who receive the opening kick.
Is that Timmy Trumpet here, Sean?
Edwin Diaz coming.
Yes.
Deep receive number 1,
the kicker for Northwestern Lehigh, Seth Kern, averaging about 45 per kickoff. And Quentin Martin, one of the players back for Belle Vernon. There's been a lot of times where Martin has not been deep. We've seen a lot of Cole Doppelhauer on the returns. He is also back as he and Martin now switch sides. Martin on the far side, Doppelhauer on the near. And we are underway. It is a short angled kick fielded at about the 23-yard line by Cruz as he already passed the 40 down the near side. Cuts across the middle of the field. He's inside the 30. Martin walking, and Cruz takes it the distance. A kickoff return touchdown to start the game for the Leopards. 13 seconds in, Anthony Cruz will await the official yardage, but it's near 80. A house call for the explosive junior.
What a way to start for Belle Vernon area. Got to give credit to Anthony Cruz. Fielded the short kickoff, knew exactly what he wanted to do with it. His front line did not let him down. And what impressed me, Sean, the Penn State commit, Quentin Martin, leading the way, and yet he was one of the deep return people.
77 yards officially. Preston Rathway on for the PAT. The kick is up. That kick is good. And the Leopards strike first on the first play of the game. 7-0 Belle Vernon over Northwestern. Lehigh will take a break and continue state coverage right here on WSN.
Have you or someone you know committed to play a sport at the next level? Let us know by emailing info@westmorelandsports.com so we can add you to our WSN College Commitment page. Our unique page features a list of current Westmoreland County student athletes that have made a verbal or written commitment to play a sport in college. No matter what sport at what level, our College Commitment page has you covered. Check it out next time you visit westmorelandsports.com.
A 77-yard kickoff return by Anthony Cruz, who is not one of the deep men, Roger. They didn't want to kick it to Doppelhauer or Martin. In retrospect, maybe that would have been the best option after all.
Well, they didn't do that. I'm sure they rolled the dice and say, let's have the short kick. Maybe, just maybe, BVA would call for the fair catch and take the ball. However, Cruz not wanting to do that, into the house. Touchdown BVA. Now, let's see how the response will be from this undefeated Tiger team.
Eli Zimmerman among the players back for the kick return. Devin Hildebrand joining him. It's Willie Schwerer to kick it away. By the way, Cruz is a typical kick returner. He averages over 28 per return, so the fact that they moved him up, maybe Humbert anticipated what was coming there. Hildebrand inside the 5 gets the return. Far side of the field gets to the 20 as the flag comes flying, and he's chopped down just shy of the 25. And so I saw one flag on the field, but then if you look over, there's also yellow flags in the student section.
On about the 30-yard line?
Yes, so we're going to have to keep our eyes trained on the field of play because the Tigers fans had some flags that they were tossing.
First and 10, Northwestern Lehigh.
So they're going to back up the ball to what looks to be the 15-yard line.
It's good to see Willie Schwerer back in playing football, Sean. He was injured in the game last year, this particular championship game.
Call it the 15 where Northwestern Lehigh begins. Their quarterback is Shane Lay, and a handoff goes up the middle and goes nowhere as the Leopards had it well read. That went to Dalton Clymer. He has been outstanding this season. Over 1,800 yards on the ground, 31 rushing touchdowns for one of the few seniors on this group.
No huddle from Northwestern Lehigh. They're going to get the call in from the sidelines. They're back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a pickup of 2 on the play to the 17. They go back to Clymer. This time he's got a gap up the middle, and he gets close to the first down, and it is a first down. We have the vantage point behind the sticks, so it makes it a little bit tougher for us to gauge exactly since we're not looking across the field, but the ball now to the 25. They give it back to Clymer, and the Leopards all over it as that will go for a modest game. We've seen Northwestern Lehigh go with the ground attack. That's typically what this team does, but Lay has thrown.
Yep, you know what? I was just going to say that, Sean. The BVA defense has to be careful. Don't let their eyes get caught in the backfield, or they're going to fake the run and come up with a big pass.
Yeah, he has more passing yards than Braden Locks does on the other side, just 1 yard shy of 1,700 as he looks to pass here. Far side of the field, low pass, and it is caught on the far side, right around the 30-yard line. On the receiving end is the fullback, Devin Hildebrand. Leader with 47 receptions. That's number 48.
Yeah, low pass there. Quentin Martin just a hair late. Almost got the deflection of that one.
It brings up a 3rd and 5. 2 minutes in. Leopards already up 7-0 on the Cruz kickoff return. They need to get to the 35 to the Tigers as they go with a double reverse to the near side, and the Leopards sniff it out as it stopped for no gain. Zimmerman had it, but he could not get past the defense.
Adam Lacarte
with the free safety. Lacarte coming in for the tackle, and it will bring up 4th down and likely a punt with 4 yards to go.
Curtis Wade's going to check into the game for Quentin Martin. Got to be careful that they do snap the ball.
Lacarte, the deep man here for a punt return potentially. Clymer serves as the punter. Not a lot in terms of distance, just 26.5 per punt. Not much of a rush. Decent punt is going to drive Lacarte back to about the 27, but he's got a chance to return. Down the near side to the 40. Now he reverses field, getting some blocking, and a flag comes in as he gets beyond midfield and to about the 43 in Lehigh territory, but with a flag at the 40 in Leopards territory.
It looked like
back.
13 Chaz Mertz was doing his best not to make contact with one of the Tigers on the coverage team. Looks like the officials got it. There was a flag down at the 40. We'll see what the call is.
As they sort that out, let's look at the starting offense for the Leopards. Left to right, you hear block below the waist. Left to right on the offensive line, 52 Jake Heckel, 69 Perry Riggle, Luke Breyer 53 is the center, Dylan DeWitt 50, and Dane Levi 70 are on the right side. The receivers, 2 Colton Lee, 5 Anthony Cruz, 4 Zoe Wade. The running back, 25 Quentin Martin, Zach Zelensky's the fullback, he wears 32. Tight end, 88 Aiden Johnson, and 14 Braden Locks, Eastern Michigan commit, is the starting quarterback for a drive that will begin at the 25-yard line for BVA.
And Locks will be playing tight end for the Eagles at Eastern Michigan.
We'll look at the defense momentarily for Northwestern Lehigh. Sidecars each way. Jetico, who was injured last week, is out there, and he gets the first carry and tries to come to the near side off of tackle. Not a lot there. He gets forced out of bounds after a yard or two. One of the players in on the tackle, Daniel Jenkins, the senior cornerback, I should say. Let's look at the defense. It's a 3-5 alignment for Northwestern Lehigh. Briar Riker, number 55, and Ben Walters, 77, are the defensive ends. Matt Humbert raved about them. Nose tackle, 75, is Jackson Huber. The outside backers, 13, Landon Madsen, and 2, Devin Hildebrand. The stack backers, 7, Dalton Clymer, and 54, Blaine Snyder. Shane Holmes, number 5, is the middle backer. We'll get to the secondary after this next play. It's Locks taking it himself, and he lunges beyond the 30 to about the 33-yard line. So it's apparently about 2 yards shy, as the corners, 19, Seth Kern, and 3, Daniel Jenkins. The free safety is number 4, Eli Zimmerman.
Yeah, the Tigers are going to rely on those front 3 to attempt to clog up things along the line, freeing up the linebackers to make a play. Nice schematics there. Went almost quads to the one side, ran it back with Locks to the other side.
3rd and 2, gives it to Martin. Working the near side corner. He's got the first down and is forced out just shy of the 40-yard line. The future Penn State Nittany Lion forced out of bounds by Kern, but not before he moves the sticks and keeps the drive going for BVA. It's the 38-yard line. The Cruz kickoff return setting the tone here today for the Leopards in pursuit of their 2nd state title in as many years. First down, Locks out of the gun, has 3 receivers to the far, moves Cruz in motion, hands it to him, bobbled 3 times. Cruz now corrals it and reverses to the near side. Locks gives him a great block on the corner. He's to the 50, 40, 30. Cruz inside the 20, cuts back, and he will score.
Wow. No flags on the play.
Unbelievable by Cruz. He has taken the game over already, 62 yards. That one nearly a disastrous play. He bobbled it 3 times, Roger. Did a complete 180 and got a block from Locks, and he did the rest.
Yeah, how many times do you see a quarterback, Sean, make a key block on a play?
He almost looked like a college tight end with that block.
Well, that's what he's going to be, and he's going to get bigger, faster, and stronger. What a great heads-up play by Locks and Cruz.
Matt Humbert always says, as much as we want to get Martin involved, we're not going to force it. We have other guys who can beat you. So far today, it's been Anthony Cruz. Rathway's extra point up, and that is blasted through. 14-0 Leopards, just over 4 minutes into the first quarter. It's the 3A state championship on WSN.
Nothing performs like a Volkswagen, and nobody does Volkswagen like Sendell VW in Greensburg. Taos, Tiguan, Atlas, Jetta, and more. Sendell VW has tons of new inventory on the lot, with more arriving daily. Visit our showroom today or check out our easy-to-use Stop, Shop, and Roll online buying feature. Get your best deal on a great selection of new Volkswagen models at Sendell VW, Route 30 in Greensburg. SendellVW.com. We would love to meet you.
Hi, I'm Kayla, and I'm an education major at Seton Hill University. I'm so grateful for the first-hand experience I get at Seton Hill's Child Development Center. One of my favorite things about Seton Hill is the way we can all come together as a community to support each other. I'm grateful to have such caring, passionate, and real professors. I've had such great role models that I am able to observe and work with. I know that my Seton Hill experience will make me an impactful teacher.
A couple of Anthony Cruz touchdowns has the Leopards holding an early lead. It is 14-0 BVA. Schwerer to kick it off. Another one headed towards Hildebrand, and he'll return it from about the 3. Goes up the middle, and he is chopped down by Zoe Wade. Helmet came flying off of Wade as he made the tackle. It didn't matter, as he was able to bring down Hildebrand shy of the 15.
Okay, Zoe Wade's going to have to exit for a play. The junior, 6'2", 195.
He's a basketball standout as well, but he's not thinking about the hardwood quite yet.
Not just yet. Right now, both teams, Tigers and Leopards, going to deal with the task at hand. That is here live right now at Chapman Field. Penalty, Sean.
And that is, yeah, I thought maybe Wade was actually blocked from behind and still made the tackle, and it looks like that's the case because instead of starting at the 13, this one's going to start at what, about the 6?
6, yes.
So not good field position for Northwestern Lehigh. Looks like they're still trying to find their footing. They give to Clymer, and Dalton Clymer, the senior, gets to about the 10. Decent first down pickup, and right now they just need to probably get a first down to settle in.
Yeah, they got to control the ball. They're going to have to do what they do because you don't want this one to get out of hand in the first or even early in the second quarter.
They go pistol, and they give it back to Clymer up the middle, and he makes the first man miss, and then Lecard sticks him and drives him backwards. Although based on the spot, I think it's right at the sticks, and it is enough to move them. Let's look at the starters for Northwestern Lehigh. Offensive line, left to right, 77, Ben Walters. Jackson Bailey, number 64. 54, Blaine Snyder is the center. Jared Meck, 52, and Briar Reichard, 55, are on the right side. We'll get to the skill positions after this first down from the 16. Short pass to the near side is complete into the hands of Hildebrand, and he is gang tackled by Lecart and by Anthony Cruz, and we'll see where they spot him, but it looks to be just beyond the 20, and Hildebrand a little slow to get up. He is the starting fullback. Dalton Clymer, number 7, is the running back. Shane Holmes, 5, the tight end. The X receiver, Mason Bollinger. The H is Landon Matson, number 13. Bollinger wears number 10. And Shane Lay, number 12, is the quarterback for Northwestern Lehigh. It's a 2nd and 4 ball at the 22. Second drive of the game for the Tigers. They're already down 2 scores as they fake the sweep, and instead it's Lay, the quarterback, who has over 400 yards rushing, who goes up the gut and gets to about the 26-yard line, and he is just shy, about a yard shy of the sticks. 3rd and 1.
Yeah, tackled by Colton Lee out of the linebacker position.
3rd and 1, just beyond the 25, almost halfway through this opening quarter of play. It's a QB keeper, and that'll be enough to move the sticks. Let's look at the starting defense For the Leopards, the DNs, 14 Braden Laux and 88 Aiden Johnson. Perry Riggle, number 69, and 70 Dane Levi are the D tackles. We'll get to the rest after this first down. Ball at the 29. Tigers don't waste any time at lining up, certainly. Short pass to the far side, complete, but hit immediately in the backfield for loss.
Zoe Wade.
He has made a couple of plays, one on special teams and now defensively. Wade, number 4, is an outside backer, as is 10 Jake Jetico. The middle backers, Colton Lee, number 2, and 22 Tanner Moody. Quentin Martin, number 25, and Anthony Cruz, number 5, are the corners, and Adam Lacarte, 19, is the free safety.
Yeah, that's something that Belle Vernon must continue to do. Sure tackles, don't let the receivers catch the ball, and then
that was a 2-yard loss, and now Lay under duress as he's dancing around. He's going to tuck it and run it, and Lee got enough of him as he's able to bring him down. Cleaning up the tackle was Galani, and so it goes for maybe a gain of a yard at most.
There's an injury to one of the Tigers, Sean, on about the 38-yard line.
Yeah, down the field. Lay wanted to throw the football.
Could be
I think that's Mattson. Yeah, and so while he is down, we'll take a break. One of the starters for the Tigers down on the field. It's going to be a 3rd and 11 after this stoppage here on WSN.
Did you know that you can view C. Harper's entire inventory of new and used cars with the touch of a button? Just download the C. Harper app from your favorite app store to get up-to-the-minute information from all our dealerships.
It's like having a C. Harper showroom in your pocket.
Plus, you can schedule service, get exclusive offers, and so much more.
Download the new C. Harper app today.
It's just that easy.
Your next golf adventure awaits at Manor Valley Golf Course in Export. Manor Valley offers 18 scenic holes over gentle sloping fairways and the purest putting surfaces around. Manor Valley Golf Course in Export is the perfect place to host your next golf outing, banquet party, or shower. Manor Valley also offers league play and great membership rates. Tee times available. Call 724-744-4242. Visit ManorValleyGC.com.
Landon Mattson, the junior, making his way off under his own power.
That's good to see.
3rd and 11 for Northwestern Lehigh. Ball at the 28 in their own territory. 5:03 left in the opening quarter. Leopards up 14-0 on a pair of Anthony Cruz touchdowns. 3 receivers to the far side. Zimmerman to the near side. Now he goes in motion. Lay drops back. He's flushed by Johnson. Gets out of a sack, but then he tumbles and goes down at the 24. Johnson got enough to knock him off balance. It will go for a sack, and the Leopards defense stiffens.
Yeah, yes indeed. Now punt formation again for the Tigers. It'll be Dalton Clymer.
Lacarte again going back for BVA.
Seth Kerr, deep receive.
Clymer. And this one handled at the 38 by Lacarte. Cuts it to the far side of the field. Trying to get the edge. And never really developed as he gets to the 44. But it'll be good starting field position for the Leopards as they look to add on, already up 14-0. They've scored more in this game than they did in the entire state championship game last year, Roger.
Yes, indeed they have. That was a 9-8 win with a tremendous goal line stand against Newman Goretti, fumbling at the goal line.
Well, remember that Newman Goretti's only touchdown came on a special team score when Schwera suffered his injury.
Yes.
Trying to handle a punt. It was picked up in the end zone by Newman Goretti for a score, as we will take a timeout with 4:08 left in the opening quarter. 14-0. Leopards over Tigers here on WSN.
The Westmoreland Sports Network is available on social media. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and like our page on Facebook for the latest Westmoreland County sports news, WSN broadcast links, scores, game stories, videos, pictures, and much, much more. Also, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for archived interviews and broadcast highlights. The Westmoreland Sports Network is available whenever and however you want it.
4:08 left first quarter, 14-0 Leopards, and they have the football at the 44-yard line. From the far hash, Laux gets the shotgun snap. Plenty of time as he throws it up for Cruz, one-on-one, and overshoots him as it falls incomplete at the 25. Cruz was covered by Hildebrand.
Yeah, mirrored routes on either side of the field. Martin heading down the sidelines to the right, Cruz to the left. It was a long throw from Laux from the far hash to the far sideline.
Cruz had a step, but never really had a chance to get to that pass. It brings up 2nd down and 10. Martin to the near side.
Matched up with Jenkins as...
That's double coverage now.
Yeah, now they switched.
Laux, shotgun snap, gives it to Doppelhauer, spins out of a tackle, and he gets to about the 48. And a penalty thrown right where Doppelhauer was brought down. If it stands, it's a gain of 4.
45. Jackson Huber on the defense.
Huber had the tackle. Some of these defensive numbers prolific for Northwestern Lehigh.
Face mask.
It's a 5-yard penalty. And so it's a yard shy of the first down sticks. They have 3 linebackers who have over 100 tackles this season. Clymer with 128 leading the way.
What an active group they are.
Martin wide to the near, Cruz to the far side, Doppelhauer next to Jetico in the backfield. Or excuse me, next to Laux in the backfield. Cruz goes in motion and a flag comes on the snap. I would suspect this is on BVA.
I would think.
Full start. 52, offense.
That goes on Jake Heckel. It's not a huge offensive line, but pretty well sized for BVA.
Yes. The lines on each side, they are fairly equal in size.
Laux gets the shotgun snap, hands it to Cruz, jet sweep to the near side. No house call this time, although he does get to midfield and the yard beyond to the 49 in Tigers territory.
Anthony Cruz running with the ball, tripped up by number 7.
It'll bring up a 3rd down and what looks to be about 3 yards to go.
And to this juncture, Sean, Quentin Martin has not touched the ball.
Third and 3. Colton Lee to the wide, 3 receivers that direction. Licard and Jetico join him. Empty set for Laux. Now he shifts Martin next to him. Laux gives it to Martin, trying to stretch to the outside, and he's stopped right near the sticks and perhaps short. Typically you see Martin with his power able to finish and get the first down yardage, 6'3", 205, but he's going to be about a yard shy, and a decision for Matt Humbert, but it looks like he's going to keep the offense out.
Well, no decision. He did not hesitate.
And they line up power, and Laux is going to go forward, and I think he's got it. And the extra effort certainly will give it to him as he gets to the 45. QB keeper, enough to move the sticks.
Yes.
Helps to have a 6'5" quarterback.
It certainly does. Laux 6'5", 215.
Brandon Laux on the quarterback sneak.
You got Riggle and Breyer in front of him, 2 wrestlers as well.
2 minutes remaining in the first quarter of play here at Chapman Field on the campus of Cumberland Valley High School, and we thank you for tuning into this audio broadcast on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
Leopards 14, Tigers nothing. BVA trying to repeat as state champions. Far hash. And another flag on the snap. Matt Humbert has lamented the penalties that they've racked up, even in victories over the past month.
Full start. Center. The offense.
They called it on the center, Breyer.
First down.
As a coach, those types of penalties are truly unacceptable. If they're hustle penalties with holds or whatever, that's going to happen. But these pre-snap penalties will just simply kill your drive, kill your momentum.
Back into Leopards territory. Laux looks to the near side to Martin. Lofted pass. Martin has it at the 50. And he is driven out of bounds just shy of the 45. Wasn't a lot of room there from where he caught it. So he gets basically the penalty yardage back.
Yet again, long pass for Laux.
It's 2nd and 11.
We'll bring up 2nd down, 2nd and 11.
47 in Northwestern Lehigh territory. Zelensky, the fullback, shifts to the right side. Fake to Doppelhauer, and now a throw to Lacarte. Lacarte has it far side and forced out of bounds. We'll see where they spot it. Looks to be a couple of yards shy. That was truly an option play there, Roger.
Yes.
And ultimately Laux called the option of throwing it to his senior receiver.
Yeah, and it was a nice job by the entire offensive unit of the Leopards. Obviously, they have practiced that forever. Nice job staying no lineman, heading downfield on the pass.
Near the final minute of the first quarter, 2-score lead for BVA, 3rd and 2 at the 38 of the Tigers. Laux operating out of the gun. Stacked receivers to the near side. Gives it off, and that run goes nowhere. I believe that was Jetico, and it was. And it'll bring up another 4th down. And
about 2?
Yep, another decision. Last time Matt Humbert used the QB keeper on 4th and 1. I don't know if he's going to feel as confident doing that on 4th and 2. And they stop the clock.
Jackson Huber, 77, Ben Walters combined on the stop.
Not sure what the stoppage is for.
No indication from the officials here today.
Stopped with 49 seconds remaining. 4th and 2 here in this opening stanza.
They're going to send somebody off the field.
It's Breyer, the center.
Is there blood possibly, Sean?
Well, they're going to get Jacob Farr to come in, but how confident do you feel if it's a QB sneak when you have a different center now?
Well, you know what? We're going to see how Matt Humbert's going to roll the dice, and we're going to see how this one's going to play out.
They're lining up with Laux under center. Same look as when they got the sneak before. This time he hands it off to Martin. Trying to get to the edge, and Martin's got it. And he goes out of bounds, but not before. And now a flag comes late behind the play at the 40-yard line. It came after Martin was already out of bounds. You have to think that that will be against the Leopards based on where it's thrown. It's on Zelensky, the fullback, and now Matt Humbert will probably have to change his decision as he will get Willie Schwera to punt it away. That's a backbreaker.
Yeah, that certainly was. Particularly it was behind the play, Sean. Quentin Martin had already achieved the first down, but we're going to see the punt team here for Belle Vernon.
Zimmerman, a good returner back. He averages better than 15.5 per punt return. It's not a small sample size. 19 returns this year. No rush at all. Schwera with a high punt, a lot of hang time. Zimmerman is driven down. Doppelhauer and Lee, number 1 and number 2, combine for the tackle. Not much at all on the return for Zimmerman. Certainly not 15.7, which is what he averages, as the Tigers offense will come out with 28 seconds left in the opening quarter. They'll be pretty deep in their own territory at the 11.
Tackle by Cole Lee along with Cole Doppelhauer.
What do you do right now if you're Josh Snyder, 12th year head coach for Northwestern Lehigh?
Well, I think you try to get some positive yardage here on what should be the final play of quarter number 1, unless it's an incomplete pass.
Lay's going to hand it off on a jet sweep to Madsen, who was down earlier, and he stays on his feet somehow. He got lost in the shuffle.
Got a first down.
Burst out of it, and he does move the sticks. I lost sight of him.
I believe the Leopard defense did as well. Good hustle from Matson. 15 seconds remaining in quarter one.
And they're going to hurry up like they want to run another play here. Might not now as they pause. We're down to 7. We'll see if they let the clock run out here. They're continuing to look at the sidelines.
They're going to let it run out.
That will do it for the first quarter. Leopards up 14-0 in the 3A championship game. We'll be back for the second on WSN.
DBAT Pittsburgh South is America's premier indoor baseball and softball training academy, now open in the 412. What is DBAT Pittsburgh South? An 18,500 square foot state-of-the-art training facility with 4 dual Fungo Man pitching machines, 2 hit tracks, enabled cages, elite baseball and softball instruction, 50-plus camps and clinics, and a beautiful pro shop powered by Rawlings and Easton. DBAT Pittsburgh South in Bethel Park, owned by Seton Hill baseball alum John Bachman. Learn more at dbatpitsouth.com.
Drive like a champion with Bowser Chevrolet of Monroeville. You're always on the winning team with Bowser Chevrolet. Visit BowserChevrolet.com 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and get the power of Bowser in your hands. Customize your payments, apply for financing, get a value for your trade and more with the Bowser Express store. See the full lineup of Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs at BowserChevrolet.com. Bowser Chevrolet, where the power of Bowser is yours.
We head to the second quarter, 14-0 Leopards over Northwestern Lehigh. Roger, put your shirt back on. You are part of the Beef Flex Challenge between quarters, and you're trying to win that, what was it, beef jerky or whatever. But they gave away a blanket, I think they said,
Yeah,
right?
They did, a stadium blanket. And you know what? Here today, that would come in great use for anyone in attendance at the game today, because it is a bit nippy.
We don't understand what happened, but it dropped like 20 degrees from when we left at 9 in the morning, basically, in Irwin when we met. And we got up here, and somehow it got considerably colder as the day progressed. 1st and 10 from the 22 for the Tigers, as they shift a couple of players to the far side. Now a third one in motion in Matson. They fake it to him. It's Lay, the quarterback, and he gets to about the 25, and now a bevy of Tigers, or excuse me, a bevy of Leopards. Easy to confuse the two, drive them backwards.
Well, both from the Cat family.
Yep. We mentioned this is the 5th of 6 championship games here. I remember back when there was only 4 classifications, Roger.
Yes.
Another run, I believe that's Clymer. And he gets a couple of yards, but is still shy of the sticks. It'll bring up 3rd down and what looks to be maybe about 2 to 3 yards to go.
Yeah, outside of that one run by Matson, the Leopards have tackled very well in today's contest.
Tackle number 6, Dom Delaney.
It is 3rd and 4. Lay out of the pistol, and then a little counter pitch. And that goes nowhere. The Leopards have it well read. Moody among the players in to blow it up, the leading tackler. I don't think he made the stop, but he certainly disrupted that play, and his teammates cleaned it up. It goes for no gain.
Yeah, Tanner Moody, the senior, 5'11", 175 pounds. He definitely clogged up things, took away some of the blockers.
Now the offense stays out on 4th down. However, Clymer is the punter.
Could be a pooch.
So he is currently lined up behind Lay in a pistol as they look over. 4th and 4 at their own 28. Again, if they snap it back to Clymer, he could punt it, but if they go for it here, this is a massive gamble early in the second quarter.
And the Leopards have to be wary of, well, they're going to call a timeout, are the Tigers.
So we will take one as well. Not quite 2 minutes gone. Second quarter, 14-0 BVA leading in the 3A title game.
Independence Health System Westmoreland area believes high-quality sports medicine isn't just for the pros. You don't have to be an elite athlete to access an impressive lineup of specialists whose care suits your individual lifestyle. Serving more than 5,000 student athletes in Westmoreland County, you can be assured of getting first-string varsity care. They trust us, and so can you. The Center for Sports Medicine and Independence Health System Westmoreland area. Expert care here.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
After a timeout, 4th and 4, and now they will pretty clearly punt it away as Clymer back for the Tigers. And Lecarte, the return man for BVA. It'll be the third punt already for Northwestern Lehigh. It's a good one, driving Lecarte back to about the 27. Spins and returns to the far side. Lost the football, and Northwestern Lehigh on it. It looks like Matson was there, Johnny, on the spot. I don't even think anyone touched Lecarte.
No, I don't think they did either, Sean. I think the ball just, on this cold afternoon, just eluded his grasp, and the Tigers are set up in great shape. Big play, special teams could aid the Tigers as they attempt to get their way back into this one.
And they're going to start at the 37 in Leopards territory. You feel like that's the play that they desperately needed.
Indeed.
Pistol formation. They fake it to Clymer. Lay rolling. Pumps. Now rolls to his right. He's flushed. And he is brought down at about the 35. He's able to get a little bit of yardage. We've seen a few times, and this is what we saw from Avonworth as well. Scrambling, nowhere to go with the football down the field.
Yeah, and that's a credit to the secondary. Also, great recognition from the linebackers as well of BVA.
It's a 2-yard gainer, 2nd and 8. Clymer between the tackles, and he's able to lunge across the 30 to about the 29. Nice tail end there, and they'll spot it actually right at the 30, saying that his knee was down. So it brings up a 3rd and manageable.
Yeah, about 3rd and 3.
This certainly figures 4-down territory.
Yeah, without a doubt.
They give it back to Clymer. No need. He's got the first down as he's tripped up at the 24-yard line by Lee. Nothing fancy on this drive here.
Nope. Good old-fashioned smash-mouth football out of Northwestern Lehigh.
Clymer has gone over 1,000 yards each of the last 2 years. If he has a big game today, he might get to 2,000 yards. Had nearly 1,150 last year. They pitch it out to the junior Zimmerman this time on the edge and shakes out of a tackle at the 20. Zimmerman, diminutive. 5'7", 135, but he showed a little bit of strength there to get a nice gain.
Yeah, he certainly did.
Looks to be about maybe a 5-yard pickup.
Tell you what, that turnover looming large in this current drive for the Tigers.
Call it 6, ball at the 18. Now it's fumbled by Northwestern Lehigh, and they fall on it. Clymer had to clean up the mess after Lay put it on the turf, but it's going to go for a loss back to the 20 to bring up 3rd down. 2-yard setback. Could have been a heck of a lot worse. Almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter. Leopards up 14-0. 2 touchdowns courtesy of Anthony Cruz. 3rd and 6, 20-yard line. Pistol formation. Clymer, the deep man, gets it straight ahead. He's got the first down, nearly at a touchdown. Just lost his balance as he stumbles to about the 6-yard line.
The running back, Dalton Clymer, does a nice job on finishing his run, Sean.
1st and goal from the 6. And a timeout taken by the Leopards. We'll step aside as well. Northwestern Lehigh's got some momentum trying to get on the scoreboard. 14-0 BVA.
State Representative Mike Reese was a great advocate for the kids in our community. He felt athletics were a vital tool in raising healthy, happy kids. The Mike Reese Memorial Fund offers grants to local youth athletic organizations so that every kid has a chance to play. Funding is available for new equipment, registration fee offset, facility improvements, and more. Visit MikeReeseMemorialFund.com to apply.
7:45 left, second quarter play. Sean Myers, Roger Downs here on the Westmoreland Sports Network. And Roger, we're starting to see the running game get going here for Northwestern Lehigh. They have a 1st and goal from the 6.
Yeah, they are definitely, people talked about their running game. Right now, we're going to go with a Wildcat formation. It looks like, Sean, it's going to be Clymer in that position, number 7.
He's got 31 rushing touchdowns this year. Takes it himself, gets some lead blocking, and he's going to get to about the 4, maybe the 3. It was Hildebrand, the fullback, trying to clear the path.
Advances inside the 5, where it's now 2nd and goal.
Shane Lay, quarterback, back into the game now for the Tigers.
2nd and goal at the 4. Lay's going to get this out of the shotgun, and he's going to have Clymer behind him in a pistol. Everybody else in tight. They give it to Clymer, and he's not going to get there. Got forward progress, maybe another yard or so. Looks like he's at the 3, possibly the 2, but it'll bring up 3rd down.
Huge possession here for Northwestern Lehigh.
You got to be on your toes for a pass, but by and large, it seems as though that the Tigers are going to try to run between tackles today.
Well, that's what they do.
3rd and goal from the 3. 6:50 left, second quarter. Northwestern Lehigh trying to get its first points.
Wildcat formation.
Clymer, Hildebrand blocking. Jetico made initial contact. Surge gets to about the 1, but not the goal line. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they'll be going for this play, Sean.
Up the middle. Stopped short by number 10, Jake Jetico.
Jetico was injured last week, did not play in the second half. I thought his question would be in doubt, but Matt Humbert quickly dismissed that when I asked him this week. And so far, Jetico's looked perfectly healthy. 4th and goal. Remember, Leopards used a goal line stand to win it last year.
Well, Wildcat formation again.
Clymer takes it left side. He's hit by Jetico and stopped. Jake Jetico got initial contact. Adam LeCarte there as well, and they do it again. Another goal line stand for the Leopards.
Absolutely incredible defense out of the Leopards. Huge possession that was. We saw the previous possession to Belle Vernon, a lot of penalties, shooting themselves in the foot, and then the fumble on the punt. But right now, defense will be 98 yards away for the offense to score.
It actually went as a loss of 1 because of that Jetico penetration.
Yeah, Jetico knifing in from his backer position.
Well, the biggest goal here for the Leopards is get 3, 4, 5 yards. Get out of that
Got to get a first
safety.
down, yes.
They're going to snap it to Martin in the end zone on a Wildcat. He's got well out of the danger zone, if you will, to about the 8-yard line, maybe even the 9.
Well, when you see Quentin Martin in the Wildcat formation, much as we saw on the previous drive, Dalton Clymer, nothing too fancy there. They're just going to play football.
Dalton Clymer on that tackle.
Haven't seen James Franklin here yet, but there's a lot of people here. I would not be surprised if he's in attendance at this point or at some point to see his highly touted commit. Laux will take this snap. Hands it off to Jetico. Nice little jump cut, and Jetico gets to about the 14-yard line. That should be enough to move the sticks. It is a first down for the senior Jetico, who's received an offer from VMI. He's getting plenty of Division II interest as well, but certainly his profile is going to continue to soar upward with his performances recently.
Yeah, Virginia Military Institute, the Keydets.
Stopped by number 54, Blaine
Snyder, who's one of those players with over 100 tackles and on a stop there. From the 14, Johnson and Zelensky, the tight end and fullback respectively, shift to the near side. Laux gives it to Martin that direction, trying to let the blocks develop. Never happened, as he gets maybe a yard at most.
Yeah. Nice play by 55, Briar Record.
Yeah, he is
coming from the backside defensive end position.
He is one of the two that Humbert really pointed to. He said 55 and 77, Reichert and Walters, the DNs.
Yeah.
Reichert has 10 sacks this season.
Yeah, he's a junior, 6'4", 257. Nice size.
2nd and 9 from the 15. Couple of receivers to the far side, none split wide to the near side. Martin up the middle. He's got a big gain as he gets to the 25, powers across the 30. Martin's got another first down, although he has to be careful, Roger.
Yeah,
he was down.
I saw it.
He let the football go after he was down, no doubt, but especially with no instant replay, you don't want to leave that to chance. He was basically getting up to kind of pump his fist and celebrate, and a couple of Tigers pounced on the football. Can't blame him for that. How many times have we seen someone ready to score a touchdown? They're running with nothing but green in front of them, and they drop the ball right before they cross the goal line. Not the same scenario, but something similar there. You don't want to take that risk if you're Martin or anyone out there today.
Zach Zelensky's come out of the game. Looked like he had blood on his forearm.
Leaves the receiver wide to the near side. Lecarte now shifts in motion behind the line of scrimmage. He also will go to the far side of the field. Martin to the near side. Cuts inside, and a couple of Tigers converge to bring him down, including Snyder. Not the leading tackler this year. He's got 118. That would lead just about any other team in the state. But he did lead them with 129 last year.
You know what? With that 3-5 technique that Northwestern Lehigh plays, you have to have excellent athletes, students of the game at that linebacker position, and the Tigers certainly have that in this group.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard pickup by the player affectionately known as Q. 3:05 left in the opening half. Doppelhauer, he's got a burst of speed, lost his footing, but not before he achieved a first down as he gets to the 46 in BVA territory. Nice drive so far for the Leopards that began at their own 2.
So far, so good for BVA.
Number 1, Cole Doppelhauer on the carry.
The team's even in first downs,
out across the 45 at the 46.
But the Leopards 142 total yards compared to 86 for Northwestern Lehigh. And of course, the last yard would have been the most significant for the Tigers. They were stopped on a goal line stand on 4th down. 1st and 10 from the 46. Up the gut to Jetico, and he's pushing blockers and now comes out of the pack, inside the 35, stays on his feet, cuts back inside the 20, down inside the 10, and forced out at about the 8-yard line. Jetico, much like Cruz, emerging as a player of the game candidate early.
Jetico, the senior, 6', 205. Did a lot on the defensive stand. Now, yet again, from his offensive position, a running back.
It will be 1st and goal from the 5. Jetico was injured earlier this season, and their only loss against Thomas Jefferson, missed a little bit of time. They are glad to have him back. He splits out to the far side along with Cruz and Lee. Martin will join them. 4 receivers on that side. Laux is going to take it himself. And as he lunges, he's down at about the 1-yard line.
Braden Laux on a quarterback draw.
2 minutes remaining here in half number 1 from Chapman Field.
2-yard line.
They'll call it the 2-yard line. Second and goal.
2nd and goal.
Laux has been racking up the rushing touchdowns recently. Goes under center. Trying to power his way forward. It looks like he's in. We await, and he is. Braden Laux, 2-yard touchdown, and the Leopards are now up 20-0.
What a big swing that was. 98-yard drive, keyed by the defense. The running game offensively takes over, and ultimately the Leopards get into the end zone.
Rathway on for PAT.
With the snap. Cole Doppelhauer with the hold.
Trying to make it 21-0 with 1:48 left in the first half. The kick is a line drive kick. It is good. Rathway makes it 21-0. Leopards in command of this one. We'll continue the 3A championship after this on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
Well, qualify buyers for 36 months. Must finance HMF low APR for 0%. Lease bonus cash available on 2023 IONIQ 5 and IONIQ 6. Offer ends 7/31/23.
Get to Mike Camlin Hyundai for huge inventory and great summer savings. Shop a wide selection of new 2023 Hyundais in stock today. Save big with 0% financing on new Hyundai Tucsons and Santa Fe's. Or receive up to $7,500 in special lease bonus cash on select models. MikeCamlinHyundai.com. All Mike Camlin Hyundais are backed by owner assurance. America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles, and the Mike Camlin Advantage. Oil changes for life.
A 98-yard touchdown drive for Belle Vernon after a goal line stand on the other side of the football. Blocks caps it off from 2 yards out. And the Leopards now up 3 scores. Less than 2 minutes left in this opening half.
We thank all the good fans of the Westmoreland Sports Network for tuning into this audio account. I know I've heard from a couple of my friends in Belle Vernon. They are watching the television and listening to us.
Oh, excellent.
So we'll take it.
Roger, we have seen some lopsided scores so far in the state championship games.
We
the 2A game was terrific.
But you know what? Northwestern Lehigh is here for a reason. Yes, it's 21-0 right now, but it's not over. There's another half of football plus a minute 48 here in half number 1.
Well, I think if you're the Tigers, you got to get something, even if it's a field goal, heading into the locker room to trim this down a little bit. Schwerer to boot it away. The graduate of the U.S. Space and Rocket Center. Pretty short kick this time, fielded at the 14-yard line by Hildebrand, and he goes right up the middle and gets beyond the 30. Good return. As Hildebrand averaging just shy of 19 yards per kickoff return this season. Lightfoot, who was one of the heroes at Acrisure Stadium, formerly Heinz Field, in the championship win against Avonworth, in on the tackle.
Yeah, he is sophomore, 5'10", 170.
Yeah, they've got high hopes for him in the future, and he's already a key component for what they do. Drive starts at the 32, 143 left. Plenty of time for the Tigers if they can get some rhythm. Lay fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, throws downfield. That pass is complete near midfield. Forced out of bounds. I believe that was Turner on the receiving end. No, my mistake. It's Bollinger.
Gained good to the 49-yard line first.
10s and 18s kind of look the same from this distance.
So a yard shy of midfield. Lay drops back to pass. He's got a great pocket. Now steps up over the middle and incomplete, looking for Bollinger. It was nearly intercepted as Moody, the linebacker, was in coverage, probably had the best crack at it after the pass was broken up initially to bring up a second down.
Yeah, it looked like Lecarte from his free safety position making contact.
And it's not going to be second down because it's going to be a holding. So a replay of first down, but Jackson Bailey is ticketed for the 10-yard violation. Should back it up to about the 40-yard line, 39 to be exact. First and 20. 1:29 left in the second quarter. Tigers looking to get their first points. Hildebrand moves in motion. Lay fakes the handoff to Clymer, now throws back to him to the near side. Leopards have it well read, but he gets out of the first tackle and then is pushed out of bounds by Aiden Johnson, and they basically get the penalty yardage back.
Yeah, Colton Lee's kind of questioning things. He thought he was blocked in the back by the pulling tackle, that being Walters.
They spot it right at midfield, so 2nd and 9. That does stop the clock.
2 timeouts remaining for each team.
Clymer in motion. Lay is going to take a shot down the middle of the field, and
it's complete.
It was complete somehow. I have no idea how that got past Martin, but I believe Hildebrand snagged it.
Indeed, it was Hildebrand. No quit in this Northwestern Lehigh squad.
Martin extended for it, and somehow it snuck through. Down to the 18. They give it to Clymer, and he's quickly chopped down by Moody, who got penetration in the backfield. It'll go maybe for a pickup of 1. I can't believe that pass by Lay. Truly threading the needle. It was 32 yards. 2nd down. Now he rolls to his right. Looking towards the end zone. He's going to take a shot, and incomplete. Martin flashed in front at the last second, and it popped through the hands of the intended target. Looked like the pass was there, but Bollinger, maybe that hand in his vision was enough to obstruct and force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't believe Martin got his hand on that ball,
No, I
Sean.
think it's just flashing his hand in front. Bollinger was open in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, the Tigers have done a nice job once they get Lay on the move, rolling out. He throws very well on the move.
3rd and 9 from the 17. 43 seconds remain. Hildebrand in motion. Lay rolling that direction. Now he's going to throw against the grain, near side of the end zone, and it is caught. What a great reception by Matson for a 17-yard touchdown.
Long throw. Nice play designed by the Tigers. They get on the board here near the end of quarter number 2.
With just 35 seconds left, how big is that?
It is huge. What a momentum score, taking it into the locker room here very shortly. And Northwestern Lehigh will receive to start the third quarter.
Seth Kern to kick the PAT. A little bit of a high snap. They get it down, and the kick is up and good. 21-7. Signs of life from the Tigers. Second quarter continues after this on WSN.
The Collision Shop by Jason Mignone is your one-stop shop for all things auto body repair. Our experienced technicians and state-of-the-art facilities have you covered on both passenger and heavy-duty vehicle repairs, including scratches, scrapes, and dents, free estimates, body repairs, welding, refinishing, glass replacement, and more. Our all-new alignment and calibration shop has the tooling, equipment, and staffing to ensure top-quality alignment and calibration adjustments for your vehicle. Our friendly office staff is more than happy to assist you through every step of your vehicle's repair process. Visit the Collision Shop by Jason for our complete list of services.
Massive drive there for the Tigers as they get the 17-yard connection. Matson from Shane Lay.
And a couple big catches on that drive from the receiving core of the Tigers.
Seth Kern to kickoff.
Well, what do you do here if you're Northwestern Lehigh on a kickoff?
Martin, Cole Doppelhauer, deep receive.
They squib it. It's going to be bobbled at about the 31, and now Martin picks it up at the 28, and he gets beyond the 40 to about the 42. 29 seconds.
2 timeouts for the Leopards.
Yeah, I think they might try to get something going here.
Would not be a bit surprised.
29 seconds remain first half. The ball's at the 41.
Their kicker, Rathway, his long's 34, but I think he's got a better leg than that. Might be thinking maybe let's try to see if we can get it to about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, let's see what Coach Humbert and the offensive brain trust of the Leopards come up in the final 29 seconds here from Chapman Field.
Well, they've got big playability, no doubt.
Tight formation.
Locks throws a backwards pass to Martin, and now he dodges the first would-be tackler, and he's brought down inbounds at the 40. And that might be enough for Humbert and crew to say, let's just get it into the locker room.
With the defense for the Tigers.
Just going to go for no gain.
Tigers have done a nice job in keying in on Quentin Martin, the Penn State recruit from BVA.
And the Leopards will take this into the locker room. Each team scoring a touchdown in the second quarter. Leopards 21, Tigers 7. We'll take a break and bring you the Independence Health System intermission halftime show right here on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
D'Annunzio's Italian Restaurants is open 7 days a week at all 3 of our locations, Jeanette, Monroeville, and Latrobe. We invite you to join us for our specials. Monday, the special is spaghetti. Tuesday, it's raviolis. Wednesday, it's lasagna. And Thursday, it's chicken parmesan or chicken romano. Be sure to try our drink specials and our fabulous desserts. And remember, we also have takeout available at all 3 locations.
Driving drunk doesn't just affect your own life. It endangers the lives of those riding with you, driving alongside you, walking on the sidewalk, and the friends and families of all of those people. Think before you drink.
It isn't easy to say no when a friend offers you drugs. But here's the thought. Next time somebody asks, you want to get high? What they're really saying is, you want to mess up. Drugs can make you mess up in school, in sports, in life.
Brought to you by the Westmoreland Drug and Alcohol Commission and the Council on Substance Abuse and Youth.
Why the 2023 Kia Sportage plug-in hybrid? It's roomy, it's fuel efficient, it's peppy. It comes with so many extra options. And right now at Smale Kia, get $500 off MSRP plus a level 2 charging cord. So the real question is, why not? Get $500 off MSRP on any new Smale Kia and a level 2 charge cord with all 2023 Kia plug-in hybrids and EV models. And they come with Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty at Smale Kia.
Hi, Westmoreland sports fans. This is Al Gallardo, financial advisor with Lincoln Investment and longtime Westmoreland County resident. Whether it's a traditional or Roth IRA, 403B or 457 plan, mutual funds, ETFs, stocks, or bonds, I can help you navigate the markets and assist you in achieving all of your goals. Call me at 724-309-8337 or email me at agallardo@lincolninvestment.com and we'll get started together. Advisory services offered through Capital Analysts or Lincoln Investment, registered investment advisors. Securities offered through Lincoln Investment, broker-dealer, member FINRA, SIPC.
Have you or someone you know committed to play a sport at the next level? Let us know by emailing info@westmorelandsports.com so we can add you to our WSN College Commitment page. Our unique page features a list of current Westmoreland County student athletes that have made a verbal or written commitment to play a sport in college. No matter what sport at what level, our College Commitment page has you covered. Check it out next time you visit westmorelandsports.com.
Leopards lead 21-7 over Northwestern Lehigh. At the half, it's the Independence Health System halftime show, Expert Care. Here, a performance forthcoming for the Belle Vernon area marching band here at Chapman Field, Cumberland Valley High School. Let's now turn it over for their performance.
They can't say all the words. They get too old to say. They get too old to say it all. Waste the energy. Yesterday they had a Westinghouse had a can of paper. So we were that was a really good game. Thank you. He's going to call them right. Brand has those flashbacks every once in a while. God damn it, I know it wasn't strike. Like it's Tourette syndrome, you know, like, ooh, man. You go. Good time, man. Oh yeah, very good. Yeah, they kind of pulled me around. playoffs that you look and go, you got guys who can't even field routine balls and whatever, and they're in the playoffs. You gotta say it's just
Ladies and gentlemen, the Belle Vernon Marching Leopard Band. Great job, thank you.
Nothing performs like a Volkswagen, and nobody does Volkswagen like Sendell VW in Greensburg. Taos, Tiguan, Atlas, Jetta, and more. Send LVW has tons of new inventory on the lot, with more arriving daily. Visit our showroom today or check out our easy-to-use Stop, Shop, and Roll online buying feature. Get your best deal on a great selection of new Volkswagen models at Send LVW, Route 30 in Greensburg. SendLVW.com. We would love to meet you.
Hi, my name's Mark, and I am a political science major at Seton Hill University. Initially, I came to Seton Hill for pre-law, but loved my poli-sci classes so much, I made it my focus. My goal is to hold political office and make a positive impact on people's lives. For me, it was the faculty, both in my major and out, that made my Seton Hill experience so incredible.
That you can view C. Harper's entire inventory of new and used cars with the touch of a button? Just download the C. Harper app from your favorite app store to get up-to-the-minute information from all our dealerships.
It's like having a C. Harper showroom in your pocket.
Plus, you can schedule service, get exclusive offers, and so much more.
Download the new C. Harper app today.
It's just that easy.
The Manor Valley Golf Course in Export is proud to announce the opening of their new banquet facility. It's perfect for sports banquets, Christmas parties, and weddings. This new facility can hold up to 180 people, so if you have an event coming up, Manor Valley Golf Course can host it. Golfers, they specialize in league play, fundraising outings, and have great membership rates. Give them a call at 724-744-4242 or online at manorvalleygc.com.
The Westmoreland Sports Network is available on social media. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and like our page on Facebook for the latest Westmoreland County sports news, WSN broadcast links, scores, game stories, videos, pictures, and much, much more. Also, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for archived interviews and broadcast highlights. The Westmoreland Sports Network is available whenever and however you want it.
DBAT Pittsburgh South is America's premier indoor baseball and softball training academy, now open in the 412. What is DBAT Pittsburgh South? An 18,500 square foot state-of-the-art training facility with 4 dual Fungo Man pitching machines, 2 hit tracks, enabled cages, elite baseball and softball instruction, 50-plus camps and clinics, and a beautiful pro shop powered by Rawlings and Easton. DBAT Pittsburgh South in Bethel Park, owned by Seton Hill baseball alum John Bachman. Learn more at dbatpitsouth.com.
You're always on the winning team with Bowser Chevrolet of Monroeville and Bowser Chevrolet Chippewa. Visit BowserChevrolet.com 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and get the power of Bowser in your hands. With the new Chevy vehicles arriving weekly, reserve yours now at Bowser Chevrolet. See the full lineup of Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs at BowserChevrolet.com. Bowser Chevrolet, where the power of Bowser is yours.
Here at the half, Sean Myers, Roger Downs on the Westmoreland Sports Network. Leopards 21, Northwestern Lehigh Tigers 7. Roger, your thoughts on the first 24 minutes of this one that sees BVA holding a 2-score lead?
Well, Belle Vernon is ahead at this juncture, Sean, 21-7. They had some very, very big plays, both from the legs of Anthony Cruz, as well as the power of quarterback Brandon Locks. But the Tigers of Northwestern Lehigh, late in the second quarter, came back and did indeed score to cut this to a 14-point deficit. The Tigers will get the ball to start half number 2. And right now the crossing patterns from Northwestern Lehigh are giving the secondary of Belle Vernon a little bit of trouble as they attempt to cover that. But you got to credit the arm strength as well of the sophomore quarterback Shane Lay as he throws the ball up. Good hands by a number of his receivers in that late drive. Belle Vernon's going to have to step it up a little bit defensively yet again, as they did on the goal line stand. But right now it's anybody's game here as we head into half number 2.
Northwestern Lehigh already back on the field, and the scoreboard is showing 15 minutes, meaning I would think that they're ready to shift it to the third quarter.
The officials are bringing Belle Vernon down. Their locker room's a little bit further away.
Did you see Northwestern Lehigh coming out? It was like what you'd see at the beginning of a game. They ran through the banner.
Well, you know what? They have a lot of momentum right now. They scored with those 28 seconds remaining. They get the ball here to start the second half. And if they can come up with another drive at the start of quarter number 3 like they had to end quarter number 2, we are in for a well of a game here at Chapman Field.
Leopards looking to go back-to-back. They captured their first ever state title last year. They have 3 WPIAL titles, including this year and last year, joining the 1995 squad. Northwestern Lehigh playing in the state title game for the first time in program history. Let's look at the scoring recap in this one. It started on the first play of the game. 13 seconds in, Anthony Cruz, 77-yard kickoff return for a score. The PAT by Preston Rathway put BVA up 7-0. Cruz again, this time on a 62-yard run with 7:52 left in the first. The extra point made it 14-0. That's where we stood after the initial quarter of play. Braden Walks then added to the Leopards' lead with 1:48 left in the second quarter on a 2-yard run to make it 21-0. However, with 35 seconds remaining in the frame, Landon Madsen holding a 17-yard pass from Shane Lay. The Seth Kern extra point made it 21-7. That's where we stand at this juncture as the Leopards now warming up, and they have now put 3 minutes on the clock, and that's ticking down to below 2 minutes.
And this warm-up period is key for both teams, Sean.
Well, only one team's warming up right now.
Well, the Tigers came out before the Leopards did. Right now, here in half number 2, you don't want to pull any muscles, develop any sort of injury situation with the game, dare I say, still in doubt based on the offensive prowess of the Tigers.
Jake Jetico is coming out very late.
Yeah, he
and looks slightly hobbled from my eye.
Yeah, he is not with the rest of his team right now. Let's hope for the fans of BVA and the Jetico family that Jake is okay.
Oh, he's in full uniform with the helmet on, but you could see it looks like he's
got a little hitch in his giddy up, I would say.
He made maybe the play of the game to this point.
At the defensive play at the 2-yard line.
So it will be the Leopards who kick off to the Tigers to begin the third quarter. Remember, the first quarter began with a kick return touchdown for BVA.
Well, the Tigers have weathered the storm. They've put together a drive, a very, very nice drive. Actually, 2 drives today, coming up a little short on the first one. But they're definitely responding. They're telling the Leopards of Belle Vernon area, we're not going anywhere. This game's going down to the final horn.
We're set to begin the second half.
Going to keep an eye on Jetico. He is kind of crouching over right now. on the sideline as Willie Schwera will kick it away.
Number 86.
Schwera's got plenty of reps with the kickoffs. That's because his team has scored a lot.
Rather unique kickoff.
Yeah, they did a little fake out, and then he stops and reverses back.
Wouldn't be surprised, even though it's late in the year, that at some point, I'm sure they have kicked that and taken some people off guard.
Schwera sends it away. Not all that deep.
Reverse.
At about the 8-yard line, and they do reverse it to Zimmerman on the far side. He got it from Kern, but the Leopards had it well read. Zimmerman does not even reach the 20-yard line.
Yeah, nice job by the kickoff team of Belle Vernon area. Staying in their lanes, well disciplined. Nice job by Belle Vernon, but now can they stop the potent offensive attack of Northwestern Lehigh Tigers and their sophomore quarterback, Shane Lay?
It's been mostly a methodical attack, running the football with some success. Quarterback's going to take it himself off left tackle, and he puts the brakes on, cuts it up, and gets maybe a couple of yards on first down.
Patient run there by Lay. One of the BVA tacklers initially missed. He cut up inside of that. Short gain on the play, but not a loss.
Down by number 53, Luke Pryor.
Second down, and it goes to Hildebrand, and he gets to the 20, but no further.
Zoe Wade on the stop.
Lay was very efficient passing, 8 of 9 in the first half for 85 yards and a touchdown. Clymer 54 yards to lead the rushing attack. Hildebrand 4 catches for 42 yards to pace Tigers receivers.
Yeah, and a lot of those receptions credit the wide receiving core of Northwestern Lehigh. They came up with some very, very difficult catches in a crowd.
3rd and 8, ball at the 20. Leopards have all but one player within about 4 yards of the line of scrimmage. Lay, screen pass, it's caught over the middle, and it's going to be close to a first down, and I think they have it. It's Bollinger on the receiving end. That's one thing that Matt Humbert stressed multiple times, is the screen game is a real weapon for Northwestern Lehigh, and that time they're able to use it to move the sticks.
Yeah, they threw that to the short side of the field.
Now Clymer gets the carry and gets to about the 30, so a gain of what looks to be about 2 yards on first down.
Well, the Tigers want to run the ball, eat up the clock, and keep the ball out of the hands of the Leopard offense.
We should note, Roger, you like when the ball's at this part of the field because you can see it, but the way the press box is set up, there's about 30 yards you cannot see. Now we have a little screen in front of us as this handoff goes nowhere. Leopards have it well read. Hayden Johnson among the players in on the stop. I think that was Clymer again.
It was.
So we have this little screen that shows us the scoreboard, which is awesome.
Right.
But I struggle to see the ends under our right. You cannot see it at all.
Yeah, I'm good till from the goal line to our left to the 30 to my right.
Tight quarters here at Chapman Field. They've got 2 press boxes, and both are at and beyond maybe capacity.
Oh, absolutely.
3rd and 9 from the 29. Lay rolling to the right side, the near side of the field. Lofts over the middle and incomplete, but a flag, 2 flags. It looks like Anthony Cruz will be guilty of a defensive pass interference.
A little bit of hand fighting there between both the defender and the receiver. They're going to call the pass interference, I'm sure, on the defense.
That ball landed about the 35. It was a deep shot. Now, unlike the NFL, it's not going to be a spot foul.
Yeah, but it will result in a first down for the Tigers. They're going to keep their drive alive. Nice play design there by the brain trust of Northwestern Lehigh.
Josh Snyder played at Northwestern Lehigh and then Lehigh University, where he was an All-American wide receiver. Spent quite a while on staff as an assistant before becoming the head man. Now a dozen years guiding the program.
That's always nice to have that consistency in staff.
Penalty advances to the 45-yard line in Tigers territory, as they have a sidecar and Clymer who gets the handoff, and Zielinski among the players in to wrap him up for just about a yard gain.
Well, right now the BVA defense needs to hold this Tiger offense, get them to punt. Jedico is in defensively, Sean, at that left linebacker position.
I said Zielinski, but it was 22 Moody, not 32. Lay rolling over the middle, is a little bit behind, but caught by Hildebrand. Good adjustment, and he gets to the Leopards' 41-yard line. That was not an easy catch, but he's able to make it and move the sticks in the process.
Yeah, nice design from the Tigers. They had a guy short, a guy deep, and they had Hildebrand coming in the middle of all that.
And they hurry up and snap it, and maybe with a little bit too much of a rush because a flag comes flying. A penalty will be called here. We'll see if it's on the offense. It is a false start. We've seen him go quickly, but that was just too quick.
Yeah. But as I mentioned in the first half, Sean, Shane Lay throws very, very well on the run, either to the left or to the right. And if he sees no one open, he's going to tuck that ball, and he's an excellent runner.
He had big shoes to fill. Cade Christopher was their quarterback last year, went on to play at East Stroudsburg in the PSAC. As they go jet sweep to Matson, who has the touchdown, and Matson gets a pretty good gainer, and he gets beyond the original line of scrimmage where the penalty yardage has been overcome, and gets to what looks to be maybe the 38.
Yep. Second and 7 it will be.
It's second down, make it 2nd and 7.
And Tigers doing a nice job, as I said, controlling the clock, controlling the ball.
Hildebrand goes in motion. He is a pitch option. Now they throw a screen to the far side. It's caught, but Climbers hit in the backfield and brought down by Zoe Wade as Colton Lee blew that one up.
Yeah, nice job defensively. Once again, they go with that screen pass to the short side of the field, right toward the Tiger bench. Played well by Zoe Wade.
A 5-yard setback. 3rd and 12, 43-yard line in BVA territory, 7:15 on a running third quarter clock. Leopards up 21-7 over Northwestern Lehigh, 3A championship game at Cumberland Valley High School. 2 receivers near, 2 far. Lay, empty set. And he is hammered and brought down. Aiden Johnson gets his team leading 6th sack of the year, and it's back in Northwestern Lehigh territory at the 48.
Nice job by Aiden Johnson. I would call that a controlled rush, Sean. He made sure that his outside arm was free, taking on the defender, getting through him, and then sacking the quarterback.
There's something about December football that brings out the best in Aiden Johnson. He was a dynamo last week, and in this game last year, he was one of the heroes.
Yeah, I believe he recovered the fumble last year at the goal line.
LeCarte is going to let this punt bounce inside the 10 and roll to about the 8-yard line, and that's where the Leopards will begin their first drive of the second half. And if you're BVA, you love that was a time-consuming drive because it yielded no points.
Correct. It took almost half the quarter to do that, but now BVA's got to get their offense going. We're going to take a break.
A timeout on the field, 6:16 left in the third. Leopards 21, Tigers 7.
Independence Health System Westmoreland area believes high-quality sports medicine isn't just for the pros. You don't have to be an elite athlete to access an impressive lineup of specialists whose care suits your individual lifestyle. Serving more than 5,000 student athletes in Westmoreland County, you can be assured of getting first-string varsity care. They trust us, and so can you. The Center for Sports Medicine and Independence Health System Westmoreland area. Expert care here.
I'm going to have to tell Pomp to pause longer next time he does that.
Well, you'll see him at some point.
Yeah, maybe Monday, perhaps.
All right.
Leopards start this drive at the 8-yard line. Not ideal, but we've already seen them go 98 yards on a drive in this game. That capped by a 2-yard Braden Locks touchdown.
Well, have to maintain ball security here if you are the Leopards. Don't want to give the Tigers a short field.
Martin to the right of Laux. They give it to Q, and now he's going to run to the near side of the field, trying to turn the corner, and now he turns it upfield, and there he goes, and the afterburner's on, past the 50, 40, 30, Quentin Martin, 92-yard touchdown.
Just that easy, just that quick. The future Nittany Lion showing off why he is a top recruit, not just in Pennsylvania, but in the entire country.
We saw him pick up a first down earlier on a play similar to that, Roger, that was negated by a penalty. This time, no penalty and no defender who could catch him. There has been some absolutely massive turning points. The 4th and goal stop at the 1. How about a 92-yard run after the Leopards force a punt?
Was that about a 12-second time of possession or so?
Did not last long. 6 minutes exactly left in the third. Rathway on for PAT. The kick is up, and the sophomore splits the uprights. Leopards 28, Tigers 7. Martin making his mark as we continue the 3A championship on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
State Representative Mike.
One play drive, 92 yards. Martin takes it from his own 8 to Pater.
And again, much like the goal line stand in the second quarter with the 98-yard drive, they forced the punt out of Northwestern Lehigh. One play later, Quentin Martin in the end zone. That's a huge swing yet again.
He was relatively bottled up in the first half, but
yes,
all he needs is a sliver as he made that house call. Now Schwerer to kick it away. You have to wonder, are the Tigers now in a spot, Roger, where they maybe have to change what they want to do offensively?
Well, they have thrown the ball very, very well lately here in the game.
Hildebrand on the return from the 11, and he gets to about the 30-yard line. And is brought down there. Curtis Wade among the players in on the tackle, and the backup quarterback for BVA. They will spot it right at the 30.
The Tigers take over. First hit, Northwestern Lehigh.
Well, to now know that you need at least 28 points to get this game to overtime, the Tigers are going to have to do something that has not been done this year. Has a pass over the middle and bobbled and dropped. Incomplete. Holmes, the tight end, tried to make a one-handed juggling catch.
That's a great call. Going to what we would call, from days gone by, much like an old pop pass to the tight end. Just a bit off the mark from the right arm of Shane Lay, but a good call nonetheless.
Leopards gave up 28 exactly in a win against Elizabeth Ford in their regular season finale, so they've not given up more than 28. Again, the Tigers know they need at least 28 to get to overtime. So if they're to win this game, they will have to do so by putting up more points than anyone has put up against the Leopards in 2023. Lay's going to take a shot down the middle, one-on-one coverage, and Lacarte has the interception at the 30. Adam Lacarte with his third pick to lead the team, and the Leopards continue to stiffen defensively.
Yeah, nice job by Lacarte playing center field, able to secure that one, turning the ball back over to his offensive teammates with 5:39 remaining in quarter number 3 here from the campus of Cumberland Valley High School, home of the Eagles and Chapman Field.
Well, I said maybe we'll see if Northwestern Lehigh has to maybe go out of its comfort zone. that was a big shot down the field and ultimately one that did not pay dividends.
Yeah, and not only do they might have to get out of their comfort zone, their offensive line must be very, very stout at this point to slow down the pass rush of BVA.
Leopards start at the 30. Already up 3 scores. Doppelhauer.
Loss.
Yep, he is chopped down by Holmes. He's a sophomore with 105 tackles coming in, and it's about a 2-yard setback. Doppelhauer and Cruz are going to be 2 outstanding players next year, as will Zoe Wade. But the majority of this team is going to move on due to graduation.
Right.
I think they realize this was their year. It's also notable next year, Roger, they'll be back up in 4A.
They certainly will, yes. Those numbers coming off from the PIAA.
They have been in 4A this year and last year playing in 3A. As Locks fakes the handoff and now takes it himself on a read option, and it's the right decision as he powers his way to a first down to the 40.
Nice decision by Locks to keep him on that, to keep the ball on that play.
Yeah, Martin was the other option, and Martin got hammered immediately in the backfield. Would have gone for a loss.
Well, that's why as the 5 linebackers in this 3-5 configuration of the Tigers, they need to keep their eyes on their alignment and assignment. Somebody must account for the quarterback in that situation. Yes, they're taking, for the most part, Quentin Martin out of the game, but other people are doing a great deal of damage.
From the 40, Jetico, and he goes nowhere, hit at the line and brought down. Clymer among the tacklers on the play.
Once again, Martin was lined up very wide to the right.
Jake Jetico carrying the ball.
Trying to set up something possibly schematically
54, Blaine Snyder on the tackle
for the Leopards.
Oh, they're in no hurry at this point. Play clock down to 15.
Yeah, they'll milk the clock. Jetico just pointed to the clock.
Snap it with 7 seconds. Jetico, jump cut, and now he breaks it to the outside, and he is wrestled down at about the 46-yard line. Pretty good run by Jetico.
Very patient run.
He was taken out along the Northwestern Lehigh sidelines.
Jake Jetico around the right side.
Well, it's probably a good thing for my sake that this is the last football game this season, Roger. I don't know that my voice is going to make it.
I know you were very, very busy this entire week, and I know that in 93.7 The Fan, you're due there tomorrow, right?
Yeah, and hopefully I won't be talking too much. Let Donnie Football do the talking. 3rd and 4 at the 46. They need to get right at midfield to the Leopards. Jetico lost his footing. I think the hole was there, but tripped up by the turf monster. And so he does get a yard, but it's going to be about 3 yards shy. I think the wise decision here is to send the punt team out. That's exactly what Matt Humbert will do.
Send the punt team out. I like that they're running the ball a little bit wide sometimes, but you have to remind your running backs, stay in bounds if at all possible. Keep the clock running as we are nearing the 3-minute mark in quarter number 3.
This will be just the second punt of the game for Schwera. Not a particularly deep one. It's going to bounce. There's a few players right there. Didn't hit anybody. And now we'll be down at the 21. And now the Leopards fall on it, saying that a Tigers player touched it, but
no,
that's not the case.
When in doubt, get away from the football.
Well, there was 2 or 3 Tigers who sort of had their back to it, and they were pretty fortunate that it didn't hit anybody. So the drive will start at the 22.
Timmy Schwera coming off the field, bit of a limp, number 68.
He's the long snapper. But we saw the Tigers take a deep shot last time that was intercepted by Lecarte. You feel like even though they've run the ball pretty well, I don't know that they're going to be able to get 3 touchdowns in about under 15 minutes with that style of offense. As they go jet sweep to the near side, and that goes nowhere. Matson chopped down again at Zoe Wade.
Zoe Wade has done an outstanding job from his cornerback position.
You know who's happy to see that is JoJo Salvino. basketball coach for BVA.
Yeah, JoJo's going to be without some of his basketball stars. They have elected not to play this season.
Yep, but Wade will be one of those guys that will count on.
Yeah,
both
indeed.
Wades. He and Curtis Wade. 2nd and 13, ball at the 19.
Taking a lot of time here are the Tigers.
Yeah, we're down to almost 2 minutes left in the third, and BVA up 28-7. Hildebrand shifts to the near side of the formation. Clymer right up the gut, and Johnson the first to meet him, and it's going to go for no gain, maybe another short loss, as the Leopards really starting to tee off defensively.
The Tigers snapped that ball with 1 second left on the play clock.
That would be what Belle Vernon wants to do.
Indeed.
Clymer, immediately by number 14, Braden Locks.
Yeah, it's not the fourth quarter, so you don't have to rush. But it feels like these are valuable seconds. And again, they're taking some time now. This is the complete opposite of what we saw early from them.
Yeah, we're 15-second mark on the play clock.
Dozen seconds left when they snap it. Lay, he's going to take another deep shot on 3rd and 15. Into double coverage and incomplete. Martin had the best crack at it. The intended target, Bollinger, but he was draped. And then behind the play, the quarterback, Lay, is slow to get up. Is there a flag?
Not that I saw, but Aiden Johnson definitely said hello to Shane Lay.
I think the official whistled it because of Lay being a little banged up. And
he's
now,
still down.
Yeah,
he didn't get to the sidelines.
He's going to sit down now. He's trying to walk over because I saw the official waving his arms, but it was because he detected Lay was banged up. And so it will be 4th down and 15. And these deep shots really... No one other than Thomas Jefferson that I recall this season has had any success throwing the football against Belle Vernon.
Well, it's difficult. They have a great pass rush, and they have some outstanding athletes on the second half of their defense, and both teams are now going to exit the field. They're still checking on Lay. He's exiting the field pretty much under his own power.
Well, you said when the passing game was working earlier, it wasn't those deep shots down the middle.
No,
of the field.
it was Lay on the move.
And kind of shorter crossing routes.
Yes, kind of creating some doubt and confusion in the secondary of the Leopard defense. But right now, they're just dropping him straight back. And sadly, Shane Lay's paying the price also.
Clymer to punt it away. Doppelhauer back this time. We've seen Lecard previously.
Big bounce.
And Doppelhauer's going to pick it up at midfield, and now he bursts inside the 40. That was a bold decision, a risky one, but one that pays off for Doppelhauer as he gets about a dozen yards on the return.
You talk about risk reward, and right there, the Leopards certainly got the reward.
So they will start at the 38 of Northwestern Lehigh, trying to go back-to-back in the state championship. Leopards 12-1. Northwestern Lehigh is 15-0 this season. They compete in the Colonial Schuylkill Gold Conference.
1:02 remaining in the third quarter.
Belle Vernon, WPAL 3A Interstate Conference. Locke sends a man in motion. That's Cruz. He's going to pass. A rare pass. Martin has it inside the 25. Is a little bit behind him, but he was able to make the catch without breaking stride. And he points, indicating indeed it's a first down to the 24. A hookup of 14.
Nice ball from Locks. He really hasn't thrown it all that much today.
Play results in a 1st and 10.
They will have to snap the ball. 42 on the game clock, 21 on the play clock.
The lead 21 as well for the Leopards. As Lightfoot checks out.
This could be a run to Jetico.
Martin and Cruz are the receivers on the right side, and now they shift tight end and fullback to the left side. I do give it to Jetico. He covers with both hands as the flag comes in. Jetico stays on his feet to about the 21, but we'll see what the call is as the clock stops with 13 seconds.
You'd have to think it would be holding right where that flag ended up.
Briar Reichert, marker on the play.
Reichert among the players on the tackle.
It's been a physical game in the trenches this afternoon.
It's on Zelensky. Now, if the Leopards do close this game out, Roger, we're going to head down to the field and try to get some interviews and pictures. We don't have our fearless leader, Dan Flickinger, with us.
No,
he's a pro at that.
He is busy today, and we would be remiss if we didn't send a shout-out. I'm not sure what Dan and his lovely wife, Kelly, and the Flickinger and Nicely families are doing, but I'm sure Landon Flickinger, 1 year old today, is indeed listening to our broadcast.
Having the time of his life. That'll do it for the third quarter as the Leopards try to close it out. We head to the fourth. They're up 28-7 over Northwestern Lehigh in the 3A state title game here on WSN.
Mike Reese was a great advocate for the kids in our community. He felt athletics were a vital tool in raising healthy, happy kids. The Mike Reese Memorial Fund offers grants to local youth athletic organizations so that every kid has a chance to play. Funding is available for new equipment, registration fee offset, facility improvements, and more. Visit MikeReeseMemorialFund.com to apply.
For well-qualified buyers, must finance HMFO APR for 0%. Auto buyers qualify. Excludes HEV and PHEV models. Bonus cash available on select 2023 Hyundai Ioniq 5 and Ioniq 6 models. Offers end 11/30/23.
The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event is on now at Mike Camlin Hyundai. Drive the new 2024 Hyundai Tucson with 0% financing for 60 months. Or receive up to $7,500 bonus cash on select Hyundai models. MikeCamlinHyundai.com. All Mike Camlin Hyundais are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles on the Mike Camlin Advantage. Oil changes for life.
The Collision Shop by Jason Mignone is your one-stop shop for all things auto body repair. Our experienced technicians and state-of-the-art facilities have you covered on both passenger and heavy-duty vehicle repairs, including scratches, scrapes, and dents, free estimates, body repairs, welding, refinishing, glass replacement, and more. Our all-new alignment and calibration shop has the tooling, equipment, and staffing to ensure top-quality alignment and calibration adjustments for your vehicle. Our friendly office staff is more than happy to assist you through every step of your vehicle's repair process. Visit the Collision Shop by Jason.com for our complete list of services.
Leopards football at the 34. Pass to Martin on the near side is complete as he tries to put the brakes on but cannot get out of the tackle of Snyder, who would not let go, hanging on for dear life. Never actually tackled Martin but stopped his forward progress as it goes to about the 29, so a gain of 5.
Well, clock is running here as we start quarter number 4.
Remember that penalty made it a first and 20, so
Correct.
They got 5 yards to make it a second and 15. .45 seconds gone in the fourth. Leopards up 21.
5 on the play clock.
LeCart moves in motion to the far side. Laux gets the snap. Looking to pass. Throws a long pass. Martin has it, and he's hit immediately. That was a scary-looking pass, hung up in the air, and Martin brought down by Zimmerman, who has 10 interceptions this season. That's not a guy that you want to leave a pass kind of floating around.
Yeah, it was kind of floating out there, Sean, but I kind of question. You had Quentin Martin and Adam LeCart both in very close proximity, which is going to bring over additional defenders as that ball's in the air. So, you know if somebody ran the wrong route.
It's 3rd and 13 at the 27. They need to achieve the 14-yard line, probably out of field goal distance at this juncture. Laux rolling to his right. And Lee couldn't make the catch. It was contested well by Jenkins. 4th and 13 upcoming at the 27. I don't think you gain anything from punting.
You might as well go for it. No. 72's coming onto the field.
All right, so Rathway, his long this year is 34 yards. This is going to be about 10 yards more than that.
Yeah, the holder, Doppelhauer, is going to...
This would be 44 yards.
Setting the ball down at the 34.
Cole Doppelhauer with the hold.
This is a bit risky. Rathway, the sophomore, plays soccer as well. The kick is up, and it is good. 44 yards for Preston Rathway, and it becomes a 24-point lead for BVA.
Solid kick.
Had just enough. 31-7 Leopards lead. 10:08 left in the fourth here on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
D'Annunzio's Italian Restaurants is open 7 days a week at all 3 of our locations, Jeanette, Monroeville, and Latrobe. We invite you to join us for our specials. Monday, the special is spaghetti. Tuesday, it's raviolis. Wednesday, it's lasagna. And Thursday, it's chicken parmesan or chicken romano. Be sure to try our drink specials and our fabulous desserts. And remember, we also have takeout available at all 3 locations.
Preston Rathway 10 yards beyond what was his long field goal this season. Boots it in from 44 yards. He's now 4-4 on field goals this season. It extends to a 31-7 lead. Not quite 2 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter for the Leopards. Seems like Matt Humbert's pressing all the right buttons today.
Certainly is.
And now their other kicker, Schwera, will send it away. And it's fielded at about the 8-yard line. Hildebrand. And stopped at about the 28. So a return of approximately 20. Hildebrand, one of the few seniors on what has been a really big group in terms of their contributions. Sometimes you see 20 seniors say, oh, this team's got to be really good. They've got such veterans.
They have 5 seniors on this Tiger roster.
But look at the 5 of them, Roger. They all start. They all are big-time components of this team. Clymer, Hildebrand, Snyder, Walters, Jenkins in the secondary. Short pass is complete to the near side to one of those seniors, Hildebrand, and he's hit at about the 35-yard line. So a gain of about 6 yards on first down, and it does keep the clock running.
Yeah, they kept him in bounds. Nice defensive play there by the Leopards.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 4.
6, it's 2nd and 4.
Lay rolling to his right. And along the far sideline, the pass is caught by Bollinger. And that's a first down as he gets beyond the 40.
He gets out of bounds to stop the clock as well with 9:29 in quarter number 4.
Saw Anthony Cruz on that last play. He was really dropping deep. Obviously, at this point, if you're the Leopards, you're up 24. You kind of allow the Tigers to dink and duck.
Yeah, if you can get them to dink, dunk,
look at Cruz has given up about a dozen yards from the receiver he's covering as the run comes this way. Oh my goodness, Lacarte
fumble
crushes Lay. The ball came out. Lay is in a heap. He is down injured, and the Leopards have the recovery. And now the concern is for Shane Lay, who was absolutely blasted. He is back up, but goodness, what a hit by Lacarte. And thankfully it looks like Lay dodged any significant injury.
Yeah, let's hope the young man is okay. What just a solid hit from Adam Lacarte from that secondary.
Well, if you're Josh Snyder, what do you say to Lay? I mean, you could have 2 hands covering the ball. When you get hit like that, though, it's all out the window, and the Leopards now take over at the 45 on the plus side of midfield with a chance to really put a dagger in this one.
Put a dagger into it, definitely bleed the clock.
Martin's going to line up to the left of Laux. Lee goes in motion. They give it to Q, and he runs into a wall that included his own teammates, and he gets a yard.
Pretty nice play there defensively by the linebacker, Dalton Clymer, the senior. Somebody's down. Is that Martin?
That's Martin. Not a good sign. And he's holding a sensitive area.
Well, he might have got a helmet there in a lower body injury, so to say, Sean.
Yep. And so we'll take a timeout with the injury. 9:09 on a stop clock. Fourth quarter, Leopards 31, Tigers 7.
Driving drunk doesn't just affect your own life. It endangers the lives of those riding with you, driving alongside you, walking on the sidewalk, and the friends and families of all of those people. Think before you drink.
It isn't easy to say no when a friend offers you drugs. But here's the thought. Next time somebody asks, you want to get high, what they're really saying is, you want to mess up. Drugs can make you mess up in school, in sports, in life.
Brought to you by the Westmoreland Drug and Alcohol Commission and the Council on Substance Abuse and Youth.
Martin off the field. He is still in a bad way, but hopefully will be okay sooner rather than later. 2nd and 9 for the Leopards as they go straight ahead with Doppelhauer, and a nice burst from Cole Doppelhauer. Now some strength inside the 30 for a first down. The junior, who is a football player, a wrestler, and a baseball standout for BVA, gets a first down gainer.
Yeah, nice job after contact for Doppelhauer.
Good to the 27-yard line. It's 1st and 10.
Jedico now checks in. Doppelhauer comes out. That's a pretty nice luxury. You can go from Martin to Doppelhauer to Jedico in a span of 3 plays. Ball at the 27. It's a direct snap to Jedico, and he's brought down on a high tackle by Holmes. Some of the fans you could probably hear thought that could have been a horse collar. They had Lightfoot in the backfield that time, so they're really going into the depth here.
Well, you know what? The offensive line really came off the ball on that last run.
And they're going to bring Martin back in, which is good to see. His voice might be a little higher for the next couple of plays. Probably sounds better than my voice, though.
Well, I'll tell you what, the throat lozenges you've been sucking on all day have certainly paid dividends.
They go direct snap to Martin, and now he finds a hole to the 20. Stutter step to about the 15. I think he got the first down. He knew exactly where the stick was. He was right in front of it, and indeed, he is out after picking up a gain that will move the sticks as he gets to the 15.
Martin takes the direct snap up the middle.
You know, Roger, I've said this many times in covering the Leopards the last couple of years. He could probably play 5 or 6 different positions at the next level.
I actually see him as a defensive back, Sean.
Well, he is going to be a running back initially.
See a Travis Hunter type out of Colorado.
But I think as we're going direct snap again. This is
Jedico.
Interesting that the Leopards are going with all these direct snaps now. Jedico, he takes it to the right side, cuts up inside the 5, chop down, ball came out into the end zone, but I think he was down. If not, it'll actually be a touchdown for the Leopards since they recovered it, but they'll call him down at the 1. It'll bring up a 1st and goal.
Let's see who's going to get to carry the rock this time.
For Martin, I think that it would be foolish not to use him split out wide quite a bit at Penn State.
He has good hands.
And
good
he's got receiver, big-time receiver size. Jedico's going to get a direct snap, it appears. And he goes straight forward, and he is in a 1-yard Jake Jedico touchdown. And he adds on to the Leopards' lead. It is 37-7.
Everybody contributing to the Leopards' productivity today, both offensively and defensively, as well as special teams.
And when Martin, who was, I don't believe, out on that play on the field, was coming back onto the field, he jumped up into the air to congratulate one of his teammates who provided a block that time.
And that's something that maybe we need to reinforce. The offensive line has done extremely well today for this BVA Leopard offense. And no football team is successful without the lines controlling the game.
Yep, not just the 5 linemen, but tight ends, fullbacks, and even the other receivers and running backs have done a nice job. Jedico's 1-yard run, and the extra point makes it 38-7. 6:36 left in the 4th here on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
Why the 2023 Kia Sportage plug-in hybrid? It's roomy, it's fuel efficient, it's peppy. It comes with so many extra options. And right now it's Mail Kia. Get $500 off MSRP, plus a level 2 charging cord. So the real question is, why not?
Get $500 off MSRP on any new Smell Kia and a Level 2 charge cord with all 2023 Kia plug-in hybrids and EV models. And they come with Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty at Smell Kia.
Hi, Westmoreland sports fans. This is Al Gallardo, financial advisor with Lincoln Investment and longtime Westmoreland County resident. Whether it's a traditional or Roth IRA, 403B or 457 plan, mutual funds, ETFs, stocks, or bonds, I can help you navigate the markets and assist you in achieving all of your goals. Call me at 724-309-8337 or email me at agallardo@lincolninvestment.com and we'll get started together. Advisory services offered through Capital Analysts or Lincoln Investment, registered investment advisors. Securities offered through Lincoln Investment, broker-dealer, member FINRA, SIPC.
Well, Al Gallardo's not on the Leopard staff, but there's about another half dozen former head coaches who are.
Yes.
We'll get to that momentarily as Schwerer with a short angled kick fielded at the 16-yard line by Hildebrand. And he has a nice return along the far hash to about the 35. You look at the coaching staff, Roger, and it is a who's who.
Number 2, Colton Lee on the tackle.
They have, as I mentioned, not just quality guys like defensive coordinator Brett Barish. Matt Humbert, by the way, doubles as the OC. Former head coaches or current head coaches on staff. Scott Nee, Laurel Highlands football. Frank Musino, Southmoreland basketball. Mike Stieber, Fraser football. Bo Teets, Cal football and Monessen softball. Zach Just, Laurel Highlands football. Greg Boggs, Fraser football.
And we'll send out a shout out to Coach Mike Stieber, his lovely wife Tanya, who I taught with in the Hempfield Area School District. She is here today, and his 3 lovely children.
From the 36, handoff up the middle and a nice gain by Dalton Clymer as he gets near the first down marker. Looks to be about 2 yards shy of it.
And hopefully, Tanya, I get it right. Sienna, Brooklyn, and Layla, your 3 daughters. I want to say also hello to the Dylan DeWitt family. We ran into some of those folks and we stopped for gas on our way here to Chapman Field.
Yeah, the starting right guard for the Leopards. As Lace spins around to give that football to Clymer, he might have enough for the first down. If not, he's less than a yard shy, and he will be shy. And at this point, for Josh Snyder, I don't want to say that you kind of realize the outcome already because they're still trying, but just the way that they're calling these plays here, they're not.
Well, I talked about the urgency before, Sean.
I mean, they're running straight ahead, and this is a direct snap to Clymer, and he's got the first down and gets inside Leopard's territory. But you know, you're not going to probably come back 31 points running plays like this.
No, certainly not. But you want to go out, you know, you only have a few seniors. Maybe try to feed them the ball. That's probably why Clymer
and they're getting yardage, but it's back to that methodical type of thing, which when you're down multiple scores doesn't work well in the fourth quarter.
Well, no, you secure the tackle, keep them in bounds, keep the clock running with 4:50 remaining now in the fourth quarter.
And the Leopards are willing to concede 5 yards at a time.
Well, there's 4 on the play clock right now.
They snap it with 1. There goes Clymer, and he is stuck. Was that Lecard again? My goodness. He's looking like Drake Greenlaw, 49ers, with some of these hits. Hopefully no security gets into it with them the way that he is smacking bodies today.
Yeah, he has done very well as number 19, Adam Lecart, the senior, 6'1", 200 pounds.
What's that security guard's name? Big Dom? Is that
Big Dom for the Eagles.
I don't see him here, do you? He's not with the Eagles this week, I know.
I know he's not.
Maybe Ducky can go down and assert his authority on the sidelines. Lay rolling to his right on a 2nd and 3, and the pass broken up by Martin. When you look at the stats for Quinn Martin, by the way, I had a friend, Josh Roundtree, said, does Martin play defense? And I said, yeah. But when you just look at the stats, you see 12 tackles. They don't throw at him. When they do, I mean...
You know, we saw one very nice catch today.
Yep.
But for the most part, he's so quick, route recognition from his cornerback position. Well, there again, Lay was rolling out. and why they went away from that, I'll never know. It's been one of their most successful strategies of this entire game.
The corners for the Leopards playing up now near the line of scrimmage as Clymer bounces off a tackle, stays in bounds, and gets inside the 20 before Zoe Wade brings him down. Now Clymer is hurt, reaching at what looks to be his hamstring as he's going to try to get up, and he can't.
Tackle by Alonzo Wade.
Zoe Wade again with another tackle.
What a career Clymer has had. And I mentioned Doppelhauer is a wrestler for BVA. Clymer is a wrestler for Northwestern Lehigh. I would think that he's going to deserve a little bit of a break before he gets on the mat to recover from a season like this. Is Matt Humbert over there now checking on the injured senior, and he's up, but I don't know that he's anywhere close to 100% right now. He's trying to work out the kinks.
Not putting a lot of weight on that left ankle.
Well, it's going to be a lot different of a feeling this year as opposed to last year when the game ends for Belle Vernon.
Well, expectations.
Good luck, Dalton. You're in good hands.
Reached.
Yeah, again, as crazy as it is to say, anything but a state title would have felt like a disappointment this year for the Leopards.
Without a doubt, Sean.
And they're not making their fans sweat this one out like last year's game.
No, last year we said 9-8 to Newman Goretti with the goal line stand. Although the Leps did have a goal line stand today.
And I think that's probably the biggest play of the game.
By Jedico.
92-yard touchdown run after the defense forced a punt is certainly up there, and it is certainly how the game started as well.
Yeah, 4th and goal from the 1 for the Tigers. Jedico with a big tackle at the 2. And then methodical drive from the Leopards, 98-yard touchdown drive.
And a tackle for loss by Colton Lee as he's flexing after that tackle of Eli Zimmerman.
Jake Heckel into the game.
Zimmerman plays 3 sports for the Tigers.
Well, Clymer's back in the lineup, Sean. That's good to see.
Now, say this. Right now, he knows that they're not going to win this game, but he doesn't want to spend his last 3+ minutes on the sideline.
Yeah, it's always a bittersweet moment for the seniors, whether if you win or lose, that for many of these young men, this will be their last organized football game.
Lay, long pass, and it is caught somehow. Martin immediately brings down Hildebrand. There was 2 Leopards there. It's a heck of a job to sneak it in. It's not enough for first down yardage, however. It'll be a 3rd and 4.
Perry
at the
Riggle
10.
into the game defensively for the Leps.
Is he dancing right now?
Balls on the 10-yard line. It's 3rd down.
He is losing his mind. What is he doing?
I believe he's having fun, Sean.
He's, for some reason, playing linebacker, it appears,
That's
as well.
what it says,
and he is a 270-pounder who is standing up right now. This is quite a sight. And Tigers with just 1 second
Time
left,
out.
and they're not going to snap it. And the most disappointing person here, Perry Riggle, he was ready to go on that one.
Once again,
he was indeed. That's the first time out for Northwestern Lehigh.
We'll take a quick break. 2:13 left in this one. Leopards about to go back-to-back in 3A on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
Have you or someone you know committed to play a sport at the next level? Let us know by emailing info@westmorelandsports.com so we can add you to our WSN College Commitment page. Our unique page features a list of current Westmoreland County student athletes that have made a verbal or written commitment to play a sport in college. No matter what sport at what level, our College Commitment page has you covered. Check it out next time you visit westmorelandsports.com.
3rd and 4 from the 10 for Northwestern Lehigh, trailing 38-7 with 2:13 left in this one. Again, they're trying to score, but the way they're going about it, using all that clock, it's almost as though they're just trying to shorten this game. Lay, empty set, out of the shotgun. Hildebrand goes in motion to the right side. He's looking to pass. Pass is tipped and incomplete. Hildebrand tried to get a dive and catch, but he just ran out of room after it was tipped just beyond the line.
Looked like Tanner Moody got his hand on that one.
And so it brings up fourth down. Leopards get a stop here, and they basically just can run this clock out. Their fans can sense it. The outcome's already been decided, but you'd love to get a cherry on top here by getting another defensive stand.
Indeed.
2 receivers to the near side. Lay out of the gun. Zimmerman his sidecar. Lay's looking to pass near side. Rips one over the middle. Incomplete. Hildebrand just out of his reach. In coverage, Jetico, and indeed it is a turnover on downs.
2:03 remaining.
Defense number 10, Jetico.
Well, the Leopards will become the second WPIAL team to claim state gold this year. In 1A, Fort Cherry overwhelmed by Stilton High Spire. I'm going off of memory here, Roger.
Sure.
So you might have to help me out. 2A, Southern Columbia won a thriller against Westinghouse. Now, Westinghouse is not in the WPIAL.
No, they're the Pittsburgh City League.
But, you know, sort of if you cheat a little bit.
Sure.
Western Pennsylvania, certainly. And, 21-20 was the final in favor of Southern Columbia. 4A, that was a no-doubter.
That was the Quips.
Aliquippa dominating Dallas that was the Dallas Cowboys, right? Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb and crew. They found a way to beat an NFL team. No, not quite. As the Leopards take a kneel down, and they're going to put a bow on this one. 60-14. The Quips won that game. Unfortunately, 5A, Peters Township was on the wrong end of a fairly lopsided score.
Very powerful
against
group.
Ibotep Charter.
Yes.
WPL teams have done well against the TEP, as they're called over the years, but not this time, as Peters Township's terrific season came to an end. And the last one tonight will be 6A, St. Joe's against North Allegheny. But all eyes here on the 3A champion Belle Vernon area Leopards as they are headed to a 38-7 victory. They'll take a couple more kneel downs.
You know what? And let's congratulate the Northwestern Lehigh Tigers on a very, very successful season. And unfortunately, in a championship game, somebody has to win and somebody has to lose. And Northwestern is going to come up on the short side, but you know what? Their future is very, very bright. 5 seniors on this team.
Well, Matt Humbert, you get a Gatorade bath. And the bucket lands on his head. In kind of a stoic reaction as the Leopards will take one final snap. And that will do it. Quentin Martin takes the helmet up, raises his hand up, puts the one finger in the air. Indeed, they are number 1 in the entire state of Pennsylvania in the 3A classification. The repeat is complete. Leopards win this one 38-7, and they are state champions for the second year in a row. What a performance here today, Roger, in all phases, and it started on the very first play.
It certainly did, Sean, and you touched upon something very early in the broadcast, kind of looking at the Leopards' entire year. Yes, they score points, but their defense is indeed suffocating.
The Leopards celebrate this one. We'll take a break, come back to put the finishing touches on Belle Vernon's 38-7 victory over Northwestern Lehigh on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
Nothing performs like a Volkswagen, and nobody does Volkswagen like Sendell VW in Greensburg. Taos, Tiguan, Atlas, Jetta, and more. Sendell VW has tons of new inventory on the lot, with more arriving daily. Visit our showroom today or check out our easy-to-use Stop, Shop, and Roll online buying feature. Get your best deal on a great selection of new Volkswagen models at Sendell VW, Route 30 in Greensburg. SendellVW.com. We would love to meet you.
Hi, Hi, I'm Kayla, and I'm an education major at Seton Hill University. I'm so grateful for the first-hand experience I get at Seton Hill's Child Development Center. One of my favorite things about Seton Hill is the way we can all come together as a community to support each other. I'm grateful to have such caring, passionate, and real professors. I've had such great role models that I am able to observe and work with. I know that my Seton Hill experience will make me an impactful teacher.
Well, Roger, celebrating some good times. The Leopards will have plenty to cheer about as they go back-to-back. And last year, a nail-biter that came down to a single play at the very end. This one, you can't say that one play made a difference, but there were a few massive game-changing plays, and the Leopards seemed to make a hole for them.
They certainly did, and none bigger than the stop on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line by Jake Gedicke. Just changed the entire complexion of this game with the Leopards going on the offense 98 yards later, pay dirt, and basically a 14-point swing.
So they are presenting the trophy and everything that goes with it. As we put a bow on this one, how do you sum up this day and this season for the Leopards?
Well, the Leopards, outside of the one blip on the schedule against the very, very good Thomas Jefferson program, they have the expectations of being state champions once again. Mission accomplished. Hail Mighty Leopards.
2021, Penn Trafford claimed state gold in 5A. In 2022 and 2023, it's the Belle Vernon area Leopards in 3A, representing Westmoreland County well. The celebration on, we're going to go down and get some pictures and videos as well. We'll put a bow on this one. For my colleague Roger Down, Sean Myers signing off from Chapman Field here at Cumberland Valley High School. The Leopards, your 2023 PIAA 3A champions, a 38-7 victory over Northwestern Lehigh. Tigers finished 15-1. The Leopards, a golden season ends at 13-1. Thank you so much for tuning into our coverage today and all season long. It's been here on the Westmoreland Sports Network. Our coverage today and all season long. It's been here on the Westmoreland Sports Network.